What is up, YOGAMERs? It's Yoglin, and today we are into Life is Strange Double Exposure. I'm really excited for this game. I kind of messed up a little bit and started recording it, and the recording just wasn't good. I didn't like it. But I didn't get very far in it, so I have gone ahead and deleted it, and I'm just going to start completely fresh. So yeah, I'm really excited for this because it's the first direct sequel to the original Life is Strange game, which is one of my top 5 games, personally. And then, yeah. Why does it show the other one? Oh, indoor, outdoor. Did I select the right things? I don't know if I did or not. But yeah, the first Life is Strange game is one of my favorites. I love that game. And it's the first direct sequel, so it's really weird. They could mess it up real good. Let me turn that up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, the game's in early access right now, and I almost didn't get it because you have to get the deluxe edition for it to get the early access. But one, I'm stupid and I fell for it, and two, I really wanted to support them. I like them. I don't know where that came from.
I didn't know you were a criminal mastermind, Miss Caulfield. There's a lot you don't know about me.
So yeah, they're urban explorers.
Truly, is nothing easy?
Or I guess
how do we get around that?
I'm not despairing yet. Let me take a look.
Pub banner.
I hope whoever Neb is, they don't mind that I'm in their pub. And if they do mind, I hope
probably
I can
do mind.
keep them.
It's so funny remembering the Max from the original Life is Strange. Who, like, you know, barely spoke at the start of the first episode.
Oh yeah. Easy peasy.
Sure about this?
Positive.
Lit.
Wait for it. Go.
Why wouldn't you just push it to the side or something? That's what I do.
Talk about descending into the mouth of hell.
It's incredible.
So glad you told me about this place. It's incredible.
Ew. That's one word for it. I had a friend in undergrad.
I love
who was
abandoned places.
Obsessed with this building. She never broke in though. She clearly
Never
wasn't as
break in
crazy
though,
as you.
like she said, but
Urban exploration is kind of my thing. I can't see a busted old place and simply not go into it.
obviously.
What is it about empty spaces?
The potential.
I don't know. An abandoned building has the potential to be anything. Just by going inside, I make it into something new.
Hell yeah, let's hit the bar.
Not a bad shot.
Don't do that. You'd break the glasses.
Let me just...
Don't.
What?
I don't usually rearrange the space if I can help it. I want it to look exactly like it would without human interference.
Got it. Hands off. Is there anything that I should be doing?
Bring me a drink.
I'll have a vodka martini.
Any cocktail I make you here will be entirely spiders. Ugh.
Then I'll take spiders. I really do like the photography in this game. I didn't mean to do that. That's a pretty good shot, though. I'm gonna retake it. And she's got an old camera.
So what
But
are we looking
that's Max for you.
exactly? Besides photographing random detritus.
Most of the shoots I do, I find a focus. Something to hang the rest of the series on. I'll know it when I see it. Something lonely.
Her Moogle outfit.
The loneliest thing you can find.
Gotcha, boss.
Oof. Try not to breathe too deep. This place looks like it's 90% asbestos.
That means it's 10% as freshness.
I'd like to meet the artist. Especially if this is a self-portrait.
Come check this out.
I just read partner in crime. I didn't see it or hear it. Speak.
What are you smiling about?
I don't really know what I'm looking at.
Nothing.
The game camera just freaked out a bit on me.
How old did you say this place was?
I think it was built in the 60s, but it only closed down like a decade ago.
Really? It looks like it's been abandoned for half a century.
Maybe the
Well, it's a
tacky or
bowling
something
alley.
is the
Bowling
faster
alleys
the rate of decay.
don't really look and explain your jacket.
Then wouldn't that jacket be totally decayed by now?
Mean. This is couture.
Is that a brand or is that a phrase? I don't know. Just retake. We can get a better one. I wish you could do a little tilt or crouch, but it's okay. Nope. Looks kind of like the Man on the Moon. In a weird, I don't see a man on the moon way. There was this one time I was talking with my sister, and I think she was teaching me to drive.
Hail
It was
Satan.
like right before I was getting my learner's permit. It didn't go good.
Ready to pledge yourself to the
But
Prince of Mars?
She's 3 years older than me, and she said, "What does this mean?" Oh, you can look at, I don't know. The supernatural wait, I should have said
You
people are bad
never know
enough.
what's out there.
I chose the wrong one. I didn't like that one.
Beast.
Won't hear me argue.
Oh wait, we already looked at that.
Fair share of shit that can't be explained.
Are you gonna take a picture of the snowy
God,
ball
I've been
return?
bowling since I was little.
Something to bring you back to the beginning. Imagine that.
Weird kid.
I'd take a picture of that.
What party though?
Maybe if I just ignore this, nothing will pop out of it.
It'd be pretty funny if a bowling ball popped out of it. From 10 years ago.
I'm so glad
That'd be
someone showed me this.
Oh yeah,
place.
the story. My sister. We were talking about the man on the
Something to
moon,
bring you back to the beginning.
or you know how they say the man on the moon, whatever. And she was like, I pointed it out to her, and I was like, or she said it looks like a face. I can't remember exactly. And she goes, "That's what that means. I thought it was because we put a man on the moon." I love my sister. She's stupid, but you know, you can't help that. Oh, I was pressing the Silent Hill run button and not the Square Enix. What? Life is Strange. Why did I go to you for developer? Publisher. That's not even your developer. Where am I going? Circles right now. Did I take a picture of that? No.
I'd like to meet the artist.
Yeah. We get it.
Especially if this is a
I
self-portrait.
think she's hot. I thought I went over that way. You can go down the lanes. Oh wow, you can get super close. No, it's just gonna move me somewhere,
Wow.
isn't it?
It looks so much cleaner than it did online. Are there photos?
That was a can.
Yeah. The old website.
Thought it was a
is
really
still up.
small bowling
I
ball.
wonder who's paying the hosting fees.
I was like, how did she
Someone
kick
who
that?
loves kitsch and dust.
Adam's so stupid. How could someone set that up and not knock it down? It's literally in a bowling alley. Okay, let's not get the chair in. Beautiful.
Figured out what your focus is gonna be yet?
Bowling.
Not yet. Guess these
But I'll
haven't
know
been
it when I
greased
see
in a
it.
minute.
You can
Good
talk
thing
and have
displays
thoughts
on
in your head at the
campus.
same time.
My mom would definitely have had it razed to the ground.
I don't think that's how it works. New poetry building?
Think of the expensive new lit building she'd replace it with.
For sure. Expensive, new, and inoffensive.
Tarp.
They must have thought something was worth preserving back when they closed this place down.
Yeah, what sense does that make?
So much for never rearranging a space.
Damn. I bet that was stunning when it caught the light.
Oh shit.
You couldn't have.
That's it, huh?
Picture with the tarp probably would have been pretty cool.
Hmm?
Sorry, I wasn't talking to you.
Right?
I was just rhetorically speaking to the world.
Thing in here or whatever.
It was made to be beautiful.
And now no one ever looks at it. Until today.
Something like that. Not
I-
in love.
I
with
don't
this
believe that
thing,
people would have
although.
broken in here that much and not taken that tarp down.
There. Help me find a way up.
Anybody else
You
see
got
the
it,
bowling
boss.
ball?
I told you this place was the portal to hell.
In a weird
Behold.
way,
A devil.
Aww,
looks like
it's
Patrick.
cute. I think it looks like an off-brand M&M.
It looks like an
Yeah?
off-brand M&M.
I think it looks like Mr. Peanut on meth.
Where do you get
And
Mr.
I
Peanut
hate it.
from? He has a very
I wonder if
distinct
there's any
shape.
way to get it out of here.
What? You mean steal it?
It's not
It's
stealing
not
if no one
stealing
wants
if
it.
It's abandoned.
Oh.
Not sure that would hold up in court.
Well, doesn't
Could
even
you
matter.
imagine just having that
It's
thing
way
in your
too
room?
big to drag out with just the two of us.
Did someone draw underwear on it?
Don't ever talk to me or my sons again. I could never resist a deal.
Yeah, buy one, get one free. The first one is also free. They definitely can. It's a thong. He does look like Pinocchio from Shrek. No, he doesn't. Maybe. Maybe I can see it. Is that a soup skull?
My money's on one half full
LGBT
Bitcoin.
bowling league.
Win it all.
They couldn't have called it the LGBL. LGBTQBL. No, that's offensive, isn't it? I didn't mean to. I was just thinking of acronyms. April 12th, Violet Femmes versus Head in the Gutter. April 19th, Cooper's Donuts versus One Half Full. Free Ballin' versus Fluffy was censored. May 3rd, tournament. Who are they facing? College night, Thursdays at the Nebula. Half off bowling. Free slice of za. That is not. Free small soft drink. Come get your free slice of za.
Everyone's least.
This is stupid. No, wait. I didn't want to do that. I was exploring still. I don't think I can get back down. And I don't want it to start a checkpoint.
You got it, boss.
Dang. Max used her rewind powers. Almost forgot what they were called for a second. Yeah, boo, look, devil, ah. Hold on, I hear myself too much in my monitoring, but I don't want my mic to do that freak out thing.
Behold, a devil.
Aw,
Hard.
it's cute. I think it looks
Hard.
like an off-brand M&M.
Yeah?
It didn't work.
I think it looks like Mr. Peanut on meth.
I still
And I
don't.
hate it.
I wonder if there's
Mr.
any way
Peanut
to get
is
it
shaped
out of
like a
here.
Coke bottle.
What? You mean steal
Does it look like a Coke bottle?
It's not stealing if it's abandoned.
Not sure that would hold up in court.
Yeah, you know what you can do with your court.
Well, doesn't even matter.
Give it to Mr. Peanut.
It's way too big to drag out with just the two of us.
Yeah.
I could never resist a deal.
Free, buy free, one free. Whatever, the joke I made earlier. No time has passed. Hall of Fame.
I've never bowled anything
Perfect
above
score, Doug
180. Way to
Vanderbin.
go,
Doug Vanderbin. Doug Vanderbin.
Oh, Doug, no.
Also the lowest score. I don't know. I think I could beat Doug at a lowest score bowling game.
My money's on. Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm 9 years late for my free slice of za.
Did she make that comment before? Because I did not hear it.
Thanks, I value my ankles.
Instead, she climbs that.
Behold, everyone's least favorite part of bowling.
Shoes. Man, I see at this bowling alley they take your shoes. No, these are just
Shoes?
bowling shoes.
Are shoes
That makes
lonely?
that makes more sense.
Super lonely. Sans feet. Shoes were the
Ba-da-ba-ba.
subject of the first photo of mine your mom ever saw.
Oh my god. This year's Caledon University artist in residence sent my mom foot pics.
Believe it.
I guess there are just some things about your mom you don't know.
Ugh, I'm gonna throw up.
It was a shot of a messy closet in a condemned house. Someone left behind all their shoes. Your mom loved it.
Hypocritical of her considering she never liked it when my closet was messy.
But your closet's not abandoned. I mean, I guess it is now, but... See, this is... How could I have missed this? I would have been really disappointed if I missed this shot. This is probably my favorite one. Oh, I took a bad one. Hold on. You can give it a little bit of oomph. But yeah, I was really disappointed in myself for buying the deluxe edition of this game. But my favorite game that's come out this year was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I didn't think I would pass up the costumes anyways.
You okay?
And I would have been really mad at myself if I waited till the game
Yeah,
came out to get the deluxe
I'm
edition and
fine.
didn't get everything that came with the deluxe edition
Could've been
technically.
bad.
But
See, this is why you need an assistant. In case you break your ass and need an ass ambulance. Go get your
those
shot.
are in
Let
small
me
supply these
figure out how to
days.
get you back down.
Armed and ready. Let's find that shot.
You almost lost your arms.
How are your parkour skills?
Ain't no rule that says a carousel horse can't bowl.
I'd rather not.
Any other options?
What is she-
Yes.
What is she yelling about?
I'll keep looking.
Where are you? What are you doing? See, I definitely wouldn't have been able to go back down there. I'm glad I restarted it.
I wish I could do my
I mean-
eyeliner like that.
Camera,
My
could you
hair.
not be weird? Stoner gnomes.
The gnomes smoking weed really pull the place together.
I think those have been there for the past. I think it's been here since before it closed.
I'm
It's a
guessing
door.
That's the right room.
The one room we can go into the right room. Is there anything in the lockers? Oh, I guess she doesn't like to disturb the place, so. Derelict
I wonder
sign.
if the birthday room was any less terrifying back in its heyday.
You know, I gotta say, this is a pretty good birthday room for a bowling alley. I mean, you got the slanted windows to watch people bowl. You got the solar system memorabilia. Or, that's not what I'm trying to say, mobile. The kid thing.
That's the second biggest monkey DJ I've ever seen.
What's the first?
Pretty shitty leaving these around for someone else to find.
That's why you take a picture of
Are
it.
you here because I took one of your children? Have I unlocked some foul curse?
It looks like it's
Rewind
crying.
hasn't worked in years. But still, old habits die hard.
You didn't even, like, attempt to raise your hand or anything? My guess is that's gonna be what
Come
the
on,
ability
Max.
button is.
Gotta focus on the here and now.
I would like to know what happened when her rewind, how her rewind, like, stopped working. Like, what kind of revelation that was.
Okay, time to get that photo.
I'm sitting here looking at it and it's not doing it. Oh no. I messed it up by taking too much time. That actually was not a joke. It tried to rewind, I think.
Always wondered what's inside a bowling ball.
Where did
Turns
you
out
find
it's
that?
just more bowling ball.
Okay then, it works. No, okay. Nebula mobile. It is a mobile.
This is the angle I need.
Mobile. Mobile, mobile. It's in English, so you know it's stupid. You can definitely get a better angle than a straight-on shot. But that's just me. That's just me. I think the lower down would have been a little better. Personally. That would have helped earlier. Oh,
Wow.
that helps right now.
LA service too? This place is bougie. Please remember to tip your ladder driver. Did you get your shot? Let's get the hell out of this death trap.
The awkward silence is hilarious. What if I just jump down the stairs?
You sure this thing's safe?
Safer than a frickin' shoe rack.
Come on. I'm starving. This loneliness makes me want a sandwich. Beautiful dismount.
Check this out. It's perfect.
You know, I think I would get one of those Moogle hats.
Oh, show me the angle.
But it would probably be $700.
Oh my god.
What?
That's why no one's messed with the tarp, probably. I made that comment earlier. So much for leaving the place untouched.
Holy shit, are you okay?
I need a drink. Do you need a drink?
You read my mind. Turtle?
Turtle. My powers
Oh,
might not last. That's okay. We will. Chloe!
Matt.
I really wish they would have flashed the tornado at least for a second.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no. Not dead. Just thinking.
Dead. You can think when you're dead. That's a quote on something. I'm not just being morbid.
Cosmopolitan for Max. Vodka shot for Safi. Very on brand in both cases.
Perfect. Thanks a ton, Amanda.
Hey, you look really good today.
You think so?
It's a Chocobo shirt.
Oh,
Not sure about it yet.
so what are you up to later?
Sweater? Work.
I've got a darkroom all-nighter in my immediate future.
That Protestant work ethic's a killer. You know she's flirting with you, right?
What?
Amanda, are you actually this oblivious?
Not oblivious.
Okay, hold the phone. I know when someone is flirting. It just takes me a while to decide if I want to flirt back.
If we go off the first game, it was 3 episodes.
Cross-country road trip. Did you get laid even once?
Sophie!
Is this about the blue-haired girl whose picture you keep in your wallet?
Wait,
Also, speaking on that blue-haired girl, was that her voice actor
The girl with the blue hair.
in the scene from earlier? It kind of sounded like it might not be. Friends, high school sweethearts. Friends, high school sweethearts. Friends. They were high school sweethearts.
look, we were kinda high school sweethearts, okay?
High school breakup turned into Miss Havisham?
It was a little more complicated than can we change the subject now?
No, come on. You never talk about yourself. Would it kill you to open up the teeny tiniest bit? What happened?
These are what they do for the big choices now. Broke up.
I mean,
I destroyed Arcadia Bay repeatedly.
kind of a long time after high school. And then we weren't.
It was like I've played that game like 5 times, and I think I've got the other ending once.
In the future, I was too hung up on the past. That's all you're getting.
For now.
Forever. Now change the damn subject.
Deal.
Max's shoulders look very broad, right?
Thoughts?
Not my type. Huge crush. Not my type. Huge crush. Not my
I mean,
type.
maybe I'm in the minority here, but she's not really my type.
She's really cool, though.
Max, you're always talking about how you feel rootless. Maybe a new friend would be a good way to set down some roots. Talk to her.
Aren't you a new friend? I mean, like,
About
at least kind of remotely
what
new.
do normal people even talk about?
She said her mom was the one that hired her. Well,
We're
maybe that's
a
not
little
friends
bit
then.
higher. I mean, go look around. She's responsible for half the decor in this place. Learn what she likes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, you know? Okay then.
I felt like a lot of sip for a little drink.
Ooh. Time to go be normal.
Okay, I'm gonna.
All I have to do is find some things Amanda likes and then...
Soup bowl.
Like I have to hear, no way. The soup future is in my hands.
Next week's flavor will be Senegalese. It's gonna be Seinfeld glass peanut soup or New England clam chowder.
All I have to do is find some things Amanda likes.
Oh wait. Evoked. Neither. It's my. I heard a buzzing and I thought that was my mic. I'm so self-conscious about that. That's why I got my audio going through my chat. We're gonna do clam chowder because I wouldn't eat either of them. But peanut soup, is that a
When in New
thing
England,
that
do
people
as the New
enjoy?
Englanders do.
Probably. I know people like peanuts and I don't like them, so that's probably where that choice derives from. But I don't like clams either. I probably don't like clams more than I don't like peanuts. So that
Diamond and Reggie came
I'm
to
conflicted.
my seminars, but I've never seen...
you can find all this stuff already. I found it later because when I was playing it before, and then my recording freaked out. Excuse me. But yeah, when my recording freaked out,
undergrads.
don't just leave your Polaroids around. Hang them up somewhere. I don't know why, but I got
What?
the Suicide Squad anime Harley Quinn from that. God, why did I watch all that show? The Divine Feminism.
What? There's no way this is meant to be like this.
What gave it away? Go set.
One day, I'd like to play Go with Moses and Saki.
I don't know how to play Go. I didn't know that was a game.
First. Hell yeah, Diamond. Way to go.
Last time I saw, is that a film? It said film poster, right?
Hell yeah, Diamond.
Last time I
Way to
saw her.
go.
Written and directed by Diamond Washington. Was there someone in the first game with the last name Washington? I think there was. Also, I'm not gonna read through these because I did that before and it took me like 20 minutes. It was like 30 minutes of straight reading. And I was half asleep. So it was really groggy. But this is the one that I knew I cared about the most. So okay, so everyone said Chicago winter. This is Chloe's messages. Cause, you know, we said we didn't let her die. Everyone said Chicago winters were unbearable. They were grossly underestimating. I already can't read these. My ancestors are freezing. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's literally so cold. It's impossible. It's because I can hear myself and I'm freezing myself up. Impossible to think about anything else. All my problems don't magically disappear. They're just replaced by a more immediate and brutal one. It's refreshing. Plus, Malort. Chloe, nobody actually drinks Malort. It's a bit... Marlowe? No, why would it be Marlowe? There's not an R up in the first three letters. It's a bit. You don't have to commit that hard to the bit. Also, you're texting me this from a hotel room with a thermostat set to the surface of Venus, right? Venus is lovely this time of year. You coming down or not? Yeah, 5 more minutes. What do you want me to order you? And don't say Malort, Malort. Hey, so I woke up early and I'm down at this cute little coffee shop and I was thinking, what if we just lived here, Chloe, in Andersonville? It's like the queer Chicago neighborhood and we could, stay. By stay, you mean a few months, a year? No, I mean permanently. Max, are you asking me to move in with you for good on Valentine's Day? Should have said today. Don't act all coy on me. I don't remember these ones. Sorry, I really didn't know this was some grand romantic gesture or anything. I just like it here with you. I don't know, it feels so final. Yeah, but final in a good way though, right? Chloe, you there? Let me ask you something, Max, and please think of this from my POV, okay? If I say no, will you just rewind time again until I say yes? Man. That's kind of... Chloe, I would never... How could you even ask me? It's no wonder she tried to hide her powers, actually. For so long. That makes sense. Max, never is a hard thing to promise. No, never is forever. Look, I don't want to do this over text. All right, I'll see you when you get back. Yeah, sure. I might be a little while, though. Yeah, I understand. Hey, where'd you run off to? Sorry, you looked so peaceful. I didn't want to wake you. I never stopped you before. I don't know. Maybe I'm turning over a new leaf. That'll be okay. As cramped as the rancid and as cramped and rancid as that motel room is, I'm surprised you aren't getting some fresh air too. Now the sheets still smell like you. I could lie in bed all day. Okay, 1, you were so fucking corny. You know you love it. 2, it sounds like you're asking me to bring you back something. Chloe, I'm not asking you to bring me back something. I know how you ask for things. Well, since you asked, why don't you wow me, bring me whatever delicacies St. Louis has to offer. Gooey butter cakes and ribs it is. Okay, I didn't mean wow me that fast. How'd you pull those out of your ass like immediately? I knew you want me to bring you something. I Googled while you were asleep. Chloe, you really are the best. Yeah, I'm really something. That's the last messages? Do they add more and then take away the later ones? Because I remember more than that, I think. How did I lose my breath? I was not reading that fast. Did Mark Jefferson ever say or do anything to you while you were in his classes from mom and dad? No, stop worrying, please. It was a cold. Mark Jefferson did so much more. And she can't tell anyone.
Keep forgetting.
Because at the end of it all, she was the one that got him busted. Or why is the camera so finicky? Membership list.
Good beer, good ethics. What else could you ask for?
Robo painting.
This is for sure upside down.
You know, it is a robot though, so maybe he could just be a floaty robot. What's she talking about? Anything in here?
Ah, yes. The telltale signs of a 10 coffee all-nighter.
Staff recommendations.
Amanda recommends Misery Cult, huh? I can work with that.
Snapping Turtle staff recommends latest season of Demon Whisperer, our new Granny Smith grilled cheese, Misery Cult's self-titled 1999 album, Wilder Beasts Than These. Not talking yet. We got exploring to do.
Why are you talking to me? Talk to her.
Okay.
Oh man, that was the one good joke I think I made in that last video. Was I just went up there and I said, how about that airline food?
Gotta love any piece. Well, gosh.
That's definitely what I said.
I admire commitment to a bit as much as
The assholes who keep flipping the paintings, stop messing with other people's art.
Confusing.
Flip. As stupid and small as it is, I wish you had to click trigger or something to do it. Worst pickup lines.
Man, I want to get a little.
You have kidney stones because your body rocks.
Anyone here knows any good ones I could borrow?
Hey baby, if you were in a book, you'd be fine print. There's a reason that's number 1. 3, you must be a bank, because you have my interest, and I have to wait in line to talk.
I should be able to break the ice now. Not that having more to talk about or more pickup lines for a chalkboard ever hurts.
And one of those was good. Another one was decent.
Terrible pickup line to share. Are you
Oh god, I punched the mic, I'm sorry. I'm messing with my light a little. I look just a little darker than I anticipated.
Ice now. Not that having more to talk about or more pickup lines for a chalkboard ever hurts.
I get it. Let me do the exploration in this exploration-driven narrative game. Do 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 do. Flip. Is this in a... Why is this a garage? Well, why is there a garage? I mean, I guess this kind of is a garage, isn't it? Look at the floor. Oh. Yeah, it's got a lot of garage stuff. Game really loud? Game feels like it might be a little loud and I might be a little quiet. I don't know, I'm screaming in my ear.
I'm ready to talk to Amanda, but it might not hurt to keep learning about her.
I wanna fix all the paintings.
I should be able to break the ice now. Not that having more to talk about or more pickup lines for
Max, I get it.
hurts.
I already did that one. I already did that one.
The telltale signs of a 10 coffee.
I just wanted her to freeze so I could see the chocobo on her shirt again. I can just do that and look at it. Oh, I already did that. Just walk up to people. You got a pickup line?
You two know any good pickup lines?
Don't do it, Reggie.
Lots of calories in that drink. I know a great way to burn them off. Too old school.
Ugh. Cringeworthy, but a classic. Maybe that'll get me up there.
You think so? Because the campfire one was definitely better. Hey, do you have a pickup line? I think he just needs a pickup. You good, dude? All right, I'll ask someone else. I'll be back later.
Product.
Oh, I already spelled that one. DJ, spin that ish. What are y'all talking about? Pickup lines? There's got to be one more photo somewhere. You can't look at the stuff on a bulletin board. That's like prime time exploration narrative driven. How about that airline?
He and I
need to
cannot
stop doing
stress
that.
this enough.
Rewind
Aw.
is long gone.
I'm just pressing the right left trigger. That would be both of them. The right one does a run.
Amanda probably knows which beer.
Amanda?
I could ask her.
What's that? There's a picture behind the bar. Excuse me, I'm just gonna steal this.
Jeez, Amanda has a huge fan That's enough material, right?
Where did you get a pickup line out of
I
that?
should send this to Yasmin. Gotta keep up with the foot pick tradition. Maybe I'll even get tenure.
Okay, 3 pickup lines. That's enough material, right?
What was the third one? And how is it feet driven? It's so dangerous to drive with your feet. I mean, I guess it's also dangerous to not drive with your feet, but... Sorry. How about that airline food?
Safi says the bands that play here are small, but have heart. I'm not sure if that's a compliment.
Okay, so we got 3 pickup lines. There were 3 pictures that we turned around. That's probably right. What is that?
It's now or never, Max. Go talk to her.
You know, the door is right there, though. And, you know, personally, if this were a me situation, Safi doesn't have to know anything.
Why are you talking to me? Talk
I
to
don't
her.
know.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make conversation so that I can make better conversation with someone else. Did that make sense? I bet it didn't.
Busy night?
Oh, Julie called off, so I haven't gotten a single break all shift. My bladder's about to explode.
Go, pee.
Who's Julie?
Talk to me later.
It's a fabulous idea. Don't go anywhere.
That definitely sounded like a game
It's the
from
third
behind the
house
bar.
this week, Reggie.
Oh, well, I guess if Max is facing the bar, then it came from behind her.
Now.
You are a literal angel. I
So
owe you.
technically, we'd be facing that way now.
Out of the way, freshman.
Reggie's lucky I'm not gonna make him sweep up the glass.
Make him sweep up the glass.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Plans for the holidays?
You guys aren't sticking around over Christmas, are you?
Let's see. Stay here or
I
go
don't get
home
what
and
the-
let my dad drag me to church 3 times.
It's probably the other reality. Never mind. The
Besides,
the
a
talk
lot of the
options.
Erasmus kids stay over break. We've all got tasks to finish.
What kind of secret society assigns busy work?
The kind that's famous for immature pranks and ragers.
So, why do people join Abraxas? It just
Why do
sounds
people
like more
join
stress.
anything?
The only thing worse than being in Abraxas is not being in Abraxas. If you want any recognition at all.
It didn't used to be this way. It used to be about activism and creating art that matters.
It can still be about that.
Worshipping Vin Lang, the president.
It can
Sounds
still
like
be about that.
bummer. Well,
So it's a
good luck,
cult.
you guys.
I bet you $10 she asks her out.
I saw what was in your pocket, Reggie.
Could you at least buy me another?
Come here, my sharp little friends.
Moonlighting, huh?
Hey, photography's a tough industry.
He said, I bet you $10 he asks her out. And she said, I've seen what's in your pockets. He goes, come on, can't you buy me another beer? He didn't have the $10.
Next time, remember, the class goes on the table.
That's why he's pushing her. You know, submissively. That wasn't the right word.
Reel her in.
All right, I'm going.
Dismissively.
She's back from her bathroom. Maybe now we'll have time to chat.
Oh, my bladder thanks you.
Tell your bladder it's my pleasure.
Oh, and I saw you fix the paintings. I'm gonna have to put you on payroll.
That wasn't me. They fixed themselves, actually. I was just staring at them.
So hey, you were gonna say something before all that.
Your family.
Those photos on the wall over there. Is that
It's
your
it's
family?
probably work family.
All 6 of us.
Okay,
went
it's
to
not the
mother.
work family.
I love those goobers. Plus, I'm the oldest, so they have to do what I say.
6? Does that include your mother? Misery cult.
So, you're a misery cult fan?
For sure. God, so cool that you know them.
Yeah. How do you see, like, right there in the middle of the two options? There's like a moon. My guess is that's when she gets her powers. But why would you give it to me now? Do you be honest or not?
Yeah, they're
This
great.
action will have
The,
consequences.
Guitar solos, the vocals.
So, you've never heard of them?
Fuck. Busted. Donate me, please.
If I had a nickel for every time I pretended to know
When
what
you-
the Smiths sound like.
I like when you lie about something, but you make it
Anything,
obvious that you're
I don't
lying,
know.
so that it's not
First band out of Lake
even a
Forest,
lie.
Missouri.
It's just if
Kinda
other
founded
people
the Lake
buy
Forest
it,
music scene.
it's their own fault. Lakeport has a music scene?
Lakeport has a scene? Like, multiple bands?
Yeah, man. This town's pretty sick outside of the academic bubble.
Burr.
Recommend a beer for someone who hates the taste of beer.
Handlebar cider. That's the maxist thing on tap.
Maxist.
It's my job to know the regulars. I am the all-seeing eye of Lakeport, Vermont.
You're starting to sound like one of those Abraxas guys.
That dork-ass rich kid secret society? Bite your tongue.
Pickup line time.
I gotta know what the deal is with the pickup lines.
My buddy Henry and I were co-headlining a comedy night.
Holy shit, you do comedy? And this is the first I'm hearing about it? Sorry. Listening quietly, please proceed.
So the whole drive up, he's telling me the grossest pickup lines he can think of, trying to get me to squirt. Dumb bro shit. Anyway, it turned into a competition, which I won. Nobody knows grosser pickup lines than a small town lesbian.
And the competition turned into the chalkboard?
Is she on the chalkboard?
Give
I
it a
guess she
shot.
can't put herself on the
What's
chalkboard.
the
That's
best pickup line you got?
arrogant. Is that the right word? I don't know. Narcissistic. I don't know. Any of those. Conceited. Maybe that's it. Do all of those mean the same thing to some extent? Probably. I seem to have lost my number. Are you a campfire? I know. Where did you get that third one? I like the campfire one.
Are you a campfire? Cause you're smoking hot and I want some more.
Cringe.
You can't death stare someone while giving a
Creepy as hell.
cringy pickup line.
Perfect. You're on the board, Max.
Yes!
We should hang out sometime.
So,
It's the only
I'm
option.
thinking that we should totally do something in Lakeport sometime.
you could show off the local music scene.
Oh, hell yeah. There's this band, Revenge Horse, that I've been meaning to check out.
Based on that name alone, I'm 100% in.
Plus,
I think based on the name Amanda, she's 100% in.
Way cooler than pretending to be in the misery cult.
Haha.
So,
Was that the consequence that the action had?
I like to make sure that boundaries.
Are they doing it for like even the little things like that?
So, zero pressure, either way. But is this a date thing or is this a friend thing?
Oh no, this action will have consequences. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I need a drink. Hold on. Oh god, I can't do it with that sound though. I stopped it for y'all too. It's not a bad sound, it's just a lot of a sound. Okay, so yeah, checking the stream, seeing how stuff's going. Stuff's going good. Now, if I could push the right buttons to get back to my game, that would help. What did I do? Oh yeah, I turned the audio off. Oh no, I didn't think about the choice at all. I just took a drink. I was supposed to think while I did that. A date thing, a friend thing. I mean, shouldn't you try to be friends first? But then how big are these consequences? Like, can we not change that in the middle of the event if we want to? Man, I'm so indecisive, and this is such a menial choice. What if the game actually gives me something important? I can't rewind anymore to change it. You couldn't change the big decisions anyways, which didn't really make much sense. A date thing gives more possibilities for it to go wrong. But a friend thing sounds boring. I mean, not boring, but you know what I mean. You probably didn't know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. That's the blurrier choice. It doesn't look as good. That one's quite clear. Okay, going off the max that I've set up so far, she has been very loner, very tight, tightly wound, I guess, after in the whole relationship field. But Safi's a good influence, I guess. I don't know, I'm impartial. It's really smart you like to clear things up before they start, but man, it's annoying. And then she just freezes. See, that kind of made sense when Max still had her rewind, but now it's just... I want to say a date thing, but that feels like the way the game wants you to go, and I kind of want to do a little different. But I don't want to ruin it. Because that's the choice I picked last time, but it was right after this moment. That is when I stopped playing, when my video crapped out or whatever. This choice cannot hold that much weight. No! Oh man, I didn't mean to do that.
Cool. That's why I asked. Friend thing it is.
The alert kind of startled me.
Look at you, Max, doing normal people shit like some kind of healthy, productive member of society. How do you feel?
I have no idea.
Tired.
The last 10 minutes aren't total blur, but Amanda's really cool.
How's this?
Hey. Oh, how was the shoot?
We almost died.
We didn't almost die.
Yeah, 'cause I saved us. I deserve a medal. So, what are we doing? The night's young. We should hang out. Just the three of us?
There's a meteor shower tonight. I'm conducting research, but it could be fun with other people. You should come. Both of them.
That's perfect.
Man, don't feel like you're just adding us in to add us in.
She's a mile a minute tonight.
She gets this way when she's in a good mood.
Maybe it's the Chocobo shirt.
Courtesy of
Is my mic just that quiet?
President, Mom,
It better not be that quiet. It feels like it's that quiet.
Numbers that I have her credit card. Shall we?
I also hope it's not been freaking out. 'Cause apparently, I wouldn't know. This is as far as I got before.
Notes version of what we're actually here to see.
And it took me about 3.5
A
hours.
bunch of little pieces of a shattered asteroid.
From 11 million miles away.
This is what I get for introducing you to.
Wow.
So, should we be worried about this crazy asteroid hitting Earth?
Always.
Not in our lifetime. And it'll probably just...
That's just my anxiety then.
Alright, Max. You have 24 hours before the world ends. What would you do?
count 24 hours straight. What I was gonna do anyways.
Let's be honest. I
That's not
probably
true,
just
but you know, the
feel
two
like I'm
options
really
aren't
dead
good ones.
And eat entire pizza by myself.
She probably would have chose taking a picture, because that's a very
She
Max
died
thing.
doing what she loved.
They could have said that
Awful
response to
quiet over
both of
there,
them.
Murph. Don't want to weigh in?
Oh, I wasn't listening. But, hey, looks like the equipment's working.
Eek, why am I not at home wrapped up in a blanket burrito right now?
FOMO.
I don't know. Me and Moses out in town without you?
Think of the wild times you would have missed. Lakeport's most notorious party animals.
What's wrong with them?
Oh, I brought cups. Figured that was better than passing the bottle around.
You know, after playing Until Dawn recently, I gotta say their dialogue is very natural.
This is the best you could do?
I don't work in this building.
It might just be because
For the astronomy department's best.
Until Dawn's dialogue's a little 2015 dated now.
Horniest grandma.
That was my best.
Why would she be the one to pick the mug when she handed it to the other ones? World's best hot chocolate. This is actually vodka.
Why not just come out and say it?
It does. Oh. They are. It
I
is.
have some good news. It's big, but I can't tell you what it is.
Then why say anything?
You can't tell us you have good news and then
I don't want to say anything else until everything is finalized.
Well, you just ruined it.
Well, whatever we're celebrating, I think it calls for a selfie.
Oh, I just got this camera and I want to get some good use of it.
You know, it's really messed up telling a photographer
I think I've had
to let you use your camera.
Moses has hypothermia.
We're gonna rewind to that picture.
I'm getting home.
I'm gonna
Oh no, wait, actually reminds me every 5 seconds. Her rewind powers don't work.
do my thing.
I just love the Moogle.
Good news, huh?
You two and your secrets. How you ever hold a conversation with each other is beyond me.
I'm dying to know what Sophie's good news is.
Collectibles, observation path overlooked December 4th. Is there anything that says the date? Is to date? There's nothing that says the date anywhere. Yeah, you are the best. I really don't remember that middle conversation. I remember it. Because I didn't say they were romantic before. That's what it was. Because when I did it before, I said I accidentally clicked they were friends. And this time I accidentally clicked that we were going with friends. What did she even say? I don't remember that. Man, I have bad memory. I was like, man, I don't remember that middle section. Obviously, there's a reason. I kind of liked the other one for Chloe more. I'm not reading through all these because, like I said, it'll take me an hour. Had a great trip. We went back to Arcadia Bay last week. Hardly recognized it after the rebuild. They even made a monument to those we lost. There's no way they could have made a monument that big. We heard about your upcoming exhibition in Cleveland. Would you mind if your mom and I crashed it? Anything fun planned for your birthday this year? Happy birthday, Max. We love you. Calvin must be keeping you pretty busy if we can't catch you on your birthday. We're thinking of doing a family vacation this year. When does winter break start for you? We tried calling earlier, Max. We haven't heard from you since your birthday. Just make sure our girl is all right. Just want to make sure our girl is all right all the way out there. That's really so sad. Sorry, I'll try to call more. Hey, let me know when your top secret photo shoot is over, and I'll meet you in Safi. Moses, if it's top secret, please don't mention it over text. Max's picture of Safi. I imagine it's not code breaking at Bletchley Park. You don't know, it could be Bletchley Park. Right. Usual table. I'll text you when you finish. I'll bring my decoder ring. Reggie, I'm so sorry about the broken glass. Don't let Amanda. Oh, you can message him back? One emoji is plenty, Reggie. Okay, but I wanted to show exactly how sorry I am. I'll factor that in when I plead your case to Amanda. How does 130 sound? Like this? 130? Yasmin, that's her Safi's mom, right? Safia, that's her full name. There's no shooting stars. Just don't let friends piss themselves in public. Thanks for the save, Max, and for letting me drag you to see Revenge Horse. Reverse Horse. Wasn't it Revenge Horse? It's a band. She meant Revenge Horse. Now I said Reverse Horse. That feeling when I can do acronyms. I can do hip teen slang. They're not even teens. They're adults that are teaching at a college, I guess. Your friends enthusiastically agree to go stargazing with you on top of a rooftop. On a rooftop in the middle of a Vermont. I just said I wasn't reading all these. Loretta, thrilled to say that the most recent episode of Get a Clue, Crosstalk's #1 true crime podcast, hit 1,000 downloads in one day. New record. Alright, that's where we're... Victoria Chase. Grand Isle is the last inhabited barrier of island in Louisiana. Each year, its shoreline is eroded by rising waters. Hey, you still in Louisiana? Yes, I'm on assignment for the rest of the month. Then it's back to the gallery in Seattle. Sick, I'm flying to New Orleans next week. Stop by and I'll buy you a beer. Deal, what are you doing here? Tell you when I see you.
How convince her to spill?
Man, so Max asked Chloe to move in with her. Hold on. That never really processed. Because I was more confused about why I didn't get those before. Man, because I remember the message being, it was something about eating chocolate the day after Valentine's Day because it was on sale. Was there any plot line where they weren't, like, you know, together?
Moses and Safi
Especially if
have
you
been
kept
friends for
Chloe
years.
alive.
Maybe you could help.
Snapshot.
I love how Moses always looks so passionate about his work.
Show off.
Moses, this is all super cool. Show off a little.
Oh, he's blinking. Your eyes were shut. Try again. There you go. That's beautiful. Post. Whoa, through the looking max. Moses Murphy, man of science. Man, she's busy. Ryan. Seattle's too cloudy tonight to get a good view of the Geminids. Just a man and his telescope. I mean, how's a man supposed to get by without his telescope? Moses, what are you doing?
Hey, Moses. Doesn't some small part of you want to know what Safi's good news is?
Small part.
All right. I think I have an idea. But once we go down this road, you can't turn back.
Oh, okay.
I probably should have talked to Safi first, but that would have.
Give this to Safi, if you can. You'll probably have to trick her into taking it or plant it on her.
Like a
Did he-
prank?
Did he put a bug in it?
This has rules. So it's more of a game. Whoever holds the bottle cap has to do whatever you say. Well, with
What?
you,
Moses, I have literally never wanted to play a game more in my entire life.
You say that now, but Safi has a very loose definition of within reason. She'll come for you next.
Okay.
So I guess it's a game they play.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, you mean like talking to someone who has an obvious crush on me?
First of all, how dare you? Second of all, yes, exactly.
So wait, how do phones work? Find a hiding
Okay,
spot for the bottle cap.
How am I going to plant this on?
Not how to. So if Amanda just messaged her, then that has to be her most recent message with Chloe. Like that, that has to be, that's the most recent person she's messaged. Right? Is that not how that would work? Thanks again for your help for the lifetime. How are the meteors? Am I missing the sky show of a lifetime? They're beautiful. It looks amazing up there, not gonna lie. Gotta take your word for it. I'm not off until way late tonight. Don't worry, I'll tell you about it when we hang out. Can't wait to show you revenge horse. Your ears will never be the same. Stay warm out there.
What a woman.
Or I forget, too late. If you want more dumb jokes, I have a comedy account. At the Turtle. And a comedy. No pressure though. Did she already follow it? She already followed it, didn't she? Amanda. And you can't search it.
Only the highest quality.
You know,
drinking vessels
if you
from
put it in her
Scotland
drink
are
and then
made
she
like this.
drinks it, then she'll have to spit it out of her mouth and then she'll be holding it.
Safi eats these when she can't slip away for a smoke. It'd be totally normal for me to offer her one and give her a bottle cap instead.
That's pretty good. What was the other option? You looked at the snow. You gonna throw a snowball at her?
Could I hide the bottle cap in a snowball? Not sure I want to rely on my aim. I'd only get one shot.
You mean you can't rewind?
Since
Cigarette
Safi
pack.
hasn't quit smoking yet, maybe I can use it to my advantage. I'm not
How?
above relaxing my principles to give Safi that bottle cap. There might be some other hiding places up here that could work. That's a lot of cigarette butts. Are they all Safi's?
Put it in her cup. Put it in her cup. Oh. I didn't want that. Oh, now she's ready for it. Does she just keep doing the same poses over? The elusive Safi, so adept at evading any and all candid photographers, once again remains elusive. I couldn't move for a second and I was worried.
Okay, no big deal. I just need to outsmart the sharpest person I know.
Really smart way of blocking this off, but my question is, who shoveled this? Do people shovel roofs? That shovel makes me, I think they do.
I need to hide this bottle cap.
What do you?
somewhere that Safi won't find
I understand what's
suspicious.
going on. What is that? Snowballs.
I guess this is how people who aren't Moses lose their rooftop privileges.
Oh, they buddy the elfum.
Moses looks pretty focused. I shouldn't interrupt him.
Yeah, you interrupted him earlier.
Me and Chloe used to daydream about the adventures we'd have under skies like this. I love that you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time.
After everything that happened in Arcadia Bay, I'm lucky I found this place. I haven't been as happy in years.
Well, that explains why you haven't gotten a sequel game till now. That was a Zen moment. Ah. This is the first game that I remember doing stuff like that. And I remember the first one being when you go to Max's dorm room for the first time, you can just sit there and play your guitar. I feel like this is the smartest one, but it also seems...
Dang, Sophie snagged the good stuff from the snapping turtle.
She didn't snag it.
Sophie eats these when she can't slip away for a smoke. It'd be totally normal for me to offer her one.
It seems smart. It seems smart. It's probably not, but it seems it. You just have to really hope that bottle cap falls out.
Now I've just got to deliver this to Sophie.
She probably doesn't expect the bottle cap, so she'd take them anyway.
Hey, Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
You could just say, I got something for you. Stick it in her hand. Want some candy? Underlined? How's the writing?
Find anything poem-able?
That is what poets look for.
The moon? Kind of. Though I'd hardly be the first. Carl Sandburg called it a friend for the lonesome to talk to.
Pretty. I haven't seen a moon this bright outside of Oregon.
Oh, a Max biography nugget. Those are rare.
Does she know you came from Arcadia?
That's not why you came here.
You already know. Your mom threw me a lifeline. Pulled me out of freelance hell.
It's a rough place to be.
One of these days, I'm gonna find out what you're running from, Max Caulfield. That's a promise.
It's a bad one.
Want a piece of cake?
Bye.
There's a few left.
Oh, twist my arm. Shit. It's a conspiracy.
Moses is just so happy.
Come on, Max. Surely you, of all people, would let a girl have her secrets.
You know, the alternative is that she gives Max the bottle cap and Max has to be honest. And I don't think that's bad. Because I was going to just be like, okay, I guess she's right. But I don't want to jinx it for her either. Because if that's the issue, I don't want to ruin it. That's messed up. I really can't make choices at all. Rules are rules.
And violate the sacred covenant of the bottle cap? Never.
You know I'm going to get you back for this, right?
Less threatening, more talking.
Okay. So
You could at least give like a little bit of
shopping
detail.
around a bunch of my poetry, right? Like as a collection, and a publisher made an offer.
For real? Oh my god, Sophie! That's incredible!
That seems pretty.
Congratulations.
I mean, I guess it's not solid because you know they can redact their offer, but you know,
Thank you.
as an
Nothing
offer,
signed or anything yet, so I want to keep
seems
it
like
under wraps
they
until
want
all the
something.
paperwork gets signed.
Understood. Your secret is safe with me.
and Moses. Don't forget to say and Moses.
Oh. Oh shit.
Is that
Hello?
them?
This is Safi. Yes, this is Safia Llewellyn Fayyad speaking. Be right back.
We ruined it, didn't we? It didn't say this action will have consequences, so maybe it didn't.
So, Return of the Living Dead?
What about it?
You said you'd watch it while the asteroid hit. Isn't that a zombie apocalypse movie?
Warren gave that to her, didn't he?
Dead is a zombie apocalypse masterpiece. I've seen it probably 100 times.
So you're gonna watch a movie about the apocalypse?
That's sad. I don't think he's alive. Cling to the familiar.
Sure, but it's an apocalypse I already know front to back. No surprises.
So it's a better the devil you know kind of deal. I think I get it.
Oh boy, the asteroid's gonna hit.
What a tale.
With which one? There were 3 of them. Oh no.
Moses was right. This is awesome.
Oh, we gotta get the moon in the corner. But we gotta get the right meteors. They just kind of stay sometimes. Hold on, you gotta just wait for opportunity to strike. That's a baseball quote. Come on, where's my fastballs? What if I just zoom all the way in? Will it make a... The sky is so pretty. It looks almost as fake as in real life. Oh. I shouldn't have done it when the comet hit. Meteor hit. That was my fault. Is rewind back? Is her nose gonna start bleeding?
You okay?
Yeah, all good. Just dizzy. Maybe the champagne.
Maybe the meteor.
I'm gonna take off. Get some rest.
I can give you a ride if you wait a few minutes.
No, that's okay. I think a walk will clear my head. Think so.
Oh no, this is gonna go bad, isn't it? Where's Safi? That place is giving Blackwood vibes. No. 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 No.
I'm glad Moses invited me out tonight.
That's exactly what they did before Chloe got shot. And in the first episode, it was her walking down the hallway and she puts her earbuds in walking by everyone.
It's even better when it snows.
And then, you know, she goes to the bathroom to wash her face or whatever, and then the game starts. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But man, I'm about to be broke. I feel it. Man, this is gonna get rough. Okay, well, it's not letting me walk while the music does anything yet, so... Oh, am I just in a zen moment?
What a perfect night for walking home. I'll just catch
You have earbuds in? I feel like you won't. The two demographics that know the words Cisco. Oh, ho 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 he words. The two demographics that know every word to Cisco's The Thong Song: 13-year-old boys and every lesbian in the this New England gay bar. Does that make me a lesbian or a 13-year-old boy? Hmm. Did I not look at that? Hey, I was reading. Main feed. Or sisters who had to listen to this every morning before school started. Best way to start your day.
Gwen and her wife are adorable.
Gwen. Who's Gwen? The name sounds familiar. Gwen Shint for trouble. Moses Murphy. She doesn't follow anyone from Arcadia Bay, so that suggests that no one made it out of Arcadia Bay aside from Chloe and Victoria. Did I get any more text messages? Oh, no. Head home. Thanks for the prompt. I can't see any way that this could turn sour. Copernicus.
Father of modern astronomy ought to appreciate my dad jokes.
What?
Father of
I
modern
understood that.
astronomy ought to appreciate my dad jokes.
But you didn't say any jokes to a statue. That's where I'm conflicted on your words. Cigarette butts. Safi was here.
Wonder what that call was about.
Man, we made her lose her deal, didn't we?
Sophie's chain smoke?
Why did you pick that up?
Wonder what that call was about.
Again, I definitely wasn't even close enough to it.
Wow, Sophie. What did Mr. Snowman ever do to you?
Rewind. It did something. It did a weird audio thing, and I don't think it was the music.
Nice. But who planted the bottle cap? And who took the photo?
Into what bottle cap? Owl hoots. Owls are always a hoot.
Don't get to take a shot like this every day. Wow.
It's the butterfly. It's the butterfly. It's the butterfly. It's the butterfly. This game's thing's gonna be owls, isn't it? Man, look at his face. He's so... it's so sensitive. I want to make sure the owl... I want to get your best angle, Mr. Owl. There we go. She can't even take pictures now. It's because it's not a Polaroid. Was her nose bleeding?
This is not a test. Max! The emergency broadcast system is now in effect.
I caused this. I caused all of this.
We did do that.
Max? Hey. Hey, are you okay?
Something's wrong. Sophie.
Hey! Come back!
End of chapter 1. Okay, thank God. This one's definitely taken longer to start, but...
There's Sophie.
The owl.
She seems okay.
I feel like I should check on her anyway. Better safe than sorry.
Moses, where are you? She's not making the comments about not being able to rewind anymore.
I need to get up there to talk to Sophie.
About what? Seems like you're just trying to move the plot along in a rough way.
Shit! Sophie, hang on!
How do you know?
Oh, Sophie's fine. For a moment, I thought...
No, no, no. Why would she? What's going on in this town? Why has this town got such a gun?
Sophie.
She's dead.
Hey. You okay?
You just had to make a comment about the jacket being old and decayed, didn't you?
Max!
That's rough. That's horrible. There's no one there. She should have turned her head to the left. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. That's a horrible joke.
Don't say that! I won't trade you!
No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision. I'll always be with you. Forever.
She also got shot, didn't she? Oh man. She's so upset she's not even wearing the chocobo outfit.
Welcome to the wall, Sophie.
Is that the wall of everyone she's lost?
Shit. Fuck.
That's absurd, right? That's not a thing. Did she lose her camera? Oh no, it's a photo of Chloe.
Damn, Chloe. I thought I lost you. Again.
Amazeballs. I literally just got chills all over my neck. You have powers. You can rewind time.
Her hair started growing back.
That's fucking insane.
Well, obviously, that is how hair works.
Chloe, what's fucking insane is that being able to rewind time has only caused me more problems.
So she's dead.
More heartbreak. If high school Max could see the places
She can't. This can't be the dead wall. The dog.
Her name was Chloe. I
thought that was a sign. It wasn't. I don't care if it makes me
Merida.
absolutely basic. I would 100% retire there. The bassist from the agnostic femmes named Faith, a punk band out of Oakland. She was enthusiastic. We had a huge blow up not long after we took this. I'm glad to only remember the photo and not the fight.
Is her hair green in the back?
We had a huge blow
Or is that just the
up not
photo?
long
I
after we
understand
took
that.
this. I'm glad to only Milagros Midwest, a Mexican joint in Iowa run by the amazing Francia.
She really did go all over the world. Was that my voice or my mic? I think it was my voice.
If I could undo your death, Safi, I'd do it without a second thought.
I'm trying. It's not working. It definitely didn't have the emotional feel of the first one. But to be fair, one, we haven't seen her powers yet. Two, it didn't show. There wasn't any like build up to it. It just was an event that happened. Oh, that's Amanda. I saw her picture. That was the third call. That's it, Max. I'm coming over. December 6th. It's been 2 days. Don't worry, I'll tell you all about it. Stay warm out there before I forget. Max just heard about Safi. You okay? No need to respond. I just want to check in. Okay, I lied. I'm worried a response would help, but I understand. That's it, Max. I'm coming over. Oh, did they text in between her leaving the roof and going down to the stairs? Down to the stairs? Downstairs? Yo, Max, is everything okay? Why'd you run off? Sorry, I think Safi went to the Overlook and I want to make sure she's alright. Hang on, I'll join you in a minute. Max, where are you? I'm doing my best not to lose my shit and it's not working. Update went to my lab to think, but still freaking out. Please get back to me when you can. I assume you're also processing what happened and I get that, but I'm feeling all alone here. Are you okay, Max? Any sign at all would be greatly appreciated right about now. Alright, I'm going to try to get some sleep. Emphasis on try. Hope you're able to do the same. Moses, I'm sorry, I'm just not texting back. I've been in a fugue state ever since, and the thought of even looking at my phone has made me more depressed. I hear you, Max. It's hard enough to deal with this, and harder still thinking I was dealing with it alone. I know, and I'm sorry. You're not alone, not in this, not in anything. Thanks, Max. I should try to get a little rest. And if you get the energy to come to campus, come find me. We should talk. Deal, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, it's morning somehow. Sleep was pretty much non-existent. I imagine you didn't sleep much either. I'm scheduled to meet with Yasmin today, and I'm not sure what to do. Wish me luck, I guess.
Fuck. She went through all of that alone.
Yeah. Man, I'm laughing because it's so sad. And that's how I process things. Because, the last message is, "Good evening, Maxine, and I apologize about the hour. I received an alert from my bank that a purchase in excess of $200 was made in the Snapping Turtle on my credit card." Safia isn't answering her phone. I was wondering if you'd seen her. She's not in trouble. I just want to know. Maxine, where are you? I haven't heard from Safia, and I'm starting to worry. Did you tell her I'm not mad about her splurging at the Snapping Turtle? I know how impulsive she can be. She's not answering her phone. I don't know what to do. Maxine, please call me. If you hear from her, call me immediately or have her call me. My God, Maxine, I am so lost. The detective from Lakeport Police Department just left. I told them to speak with you. Inshallah, you have more information for them than I can provide. Is that what? I don't know if I said that word right. She was my only child. I did everything to protect her, and yet this. I'll be in my office today. Maybe work will take my mind off of it. Please come by if you are able. Work did not take my mind off of it. I saw her everywhere I looked. I came home after 45 minutes and slept for 11 hours. Why aren't you answering your phone? Are you angry with me? I would understand, but silence is most painful of all. Grieve however you must, but please don't shut me out. Not now, not like this. I'll be in my office again today. I don't know what to do. Man, I wish you could respond to anyone. This is dark. Social media is a plague. And there is no cure. The cops are dragging their feet. Can't believe this happened on campus. What was she doing out there by herself anyways? She's a teacher, is she not? 24 hours later and still no word about the death of a grad student on campus. A grad student who is the daughter of the Cowden's president. Really? I know this ain't the same Cowden that was voted safest campus in the Northeast. If you need me, come get you, let me know. Man. As some already know, the student we lost yesterday was my daughter. God. I will continue to serve as president, but I will be grieving. Please respect my privacy during this difficult time. Unfortunate news about the death of our colleague. I was sadly reminded of the line from my father's book, "Death comes for us all on a whim and with no regard for our imagining." I'm so sorry to all who loved her and could not imagine this. No, you're not alone. Thank you so much for your kind words. I was reading. When I started open mic night, I was terrified no one was come. Safia was the first to sign up. She read this gorgeous poem honoring a dead friend. She never signed up again. She was like a match, burned brightly and left as fast as she came. Rip Safi. That's so sad. This is also sad. Prospective undergraduates, you have till the end of the month to submit your applications. Yeah, I don't think she cares about that anymore. The difference of our position will show stars in your window. I cannot even imagine. I was going to post a full Brooks quote, but it's so damn cold on top of this observatory, I can't even remember it. You wouldn't be cold if you stayed under the snapping turtle. Amanda, you can't see a meteor shower from inside a bar. She'd know that if she ever left the bar. Did you bring the heated gloves I got for you? You're on a journey of self-discovery. Okay, none of these are helpful. Or, I mean,
Shit.
anything.
Oh. My place is a mess. Shit,
Max,
shit.
you're depressed, it's okay.
I'm a mess.
Refer to comment A.
Can't let Amanda see the mess downstairs. Better change out of my pajamas, too. This computer's come back more times than Jason Voorhees. Can't begin to imagine how hard this was.
Cowden Community, as your university president, I write to inform you that in the recent passing of our beloved Cowden students, plural, classes and planned special events will be canceled until further notice. This is a difficult decision. I know many of you are looking forward to end-of-term activities with our camp, for which our campus is famous, and I hope you understand my reasons for doing so. Losing one of our own, whom a number of you knew personally, is not easy.
Yasmin has been nothing but supportive throughout my time here. And I owe
Hello,
it to
Maxine. I
her
hope you can forgive me for the more formal tone in my earlier email to faculty, staff, and students. These have been some of the hardest days of my life, and I'm being completely honest. I feel like I'm adrift. It's a wonder I'm holding it all together. I know you and some others were very close to Safia, and I pray you'll understand if I reach out to you or to lean on you for some support in the coming days.
This site was mostly bullshit platitudes that were hard to take seriously.
Losing a loved one is among the most heartbreaking things we can experience, but it's important to note that the loss of a close friend can often be just as overwhelming. A true friend can feel like family, and their absence and the grief that comes with it deserves the fullness of your care and consideration.
Thought about baking these, but that would have required a trip to the store, and
Esme's classic no-bake brownies.
Leave the house.
Star Trek.
Moses left us here weeks ago. He and Sophie were having some debate about astronomy versus astrology. I wish I could remember what Sophie said.
It's comments like those that make you upset.
Doesn't get more batshit than twist the knife counterclockwise.
You're really a mix of emotions, you know that?
It's really saying something. An album probably makes more sense, but don't won't hate waking up to these every
Does she say
morning.
the same thing?
If I could undo your death,
Yeah.
Sophie, we had a huge...
I didn't know if she had more
After
insightful
the
comments
last
now.
couple of days, I had to reread Yasmin's letter to remind myself what I'm even doing here.
It is with utmost pleasure on behalf of myself and my esteemed colleagues here at Calden University that I inform you of your selection as the Hellerton visiting artist for the coming school year. We've been following your work and your trajectory for quite some time and are honored to have you share your wisdom and light with our students. During your time at our campus, you will be staying at Hellerton House, a rustic and cozy home, a short walk to campus, which has all the modern amenities you require. I imagine you will have many questions, and if so, feel free to reach out day or night at my personal cell. I look forward to working with you and seeing the work you produce under our auspices of our auspices of our humble university. What is that word? I've never seen that word. Australian spices?
When imposter syndrome rears its head, I like to remind it that I won a fucking international photography award.
I wanted to look at it closer. I didn't want you to make the comment again. Okay, she's not
I
gonna.
honestly hoped they'd help me understand Sophie better. But now, what's the point?
To understand what she stood for.
The high point of the series.
Or I mean,
any series. You can
what she
debate
fell
me,
for?
But you'd be wrong.
Too soon? Is that Jason versus Fred? That's Killer Cloud versus Freddy. I guess I should get dressed. Clothes.
I'm going to see Amanda. I should put on something vaguely human-like.
They give me new Final Fantasy clothes. I got a cactuar. Cactuar? Her hair just changes color? Oh my god. I guess it does. Interesting. She's going through a tough time right now. I want the cactuar. But that seems feasible.
Take care of downstairs.
Can you change again? Haha, you kid. I kind of like the spooky one too. Hold on. I should have read that police card. Stop spinning. I changed my mind and then unchanged my mind. I like the spooky more. I remember earlier it was like a full skeleton sweater. So now the hair is the skeleton.
The Lakeport cop investigating Sophie's death. I saw a very suspicious owl. Does that help, officer?
The owl shot Sophie. He was not a hoot. Dirty pan.
I swear I'll clean that one pan eventually. Amanda will understand. If
I gotta
only
go
a
clean.
strong cup of coffee,
I'll get it eventually.
or 5, could speed me through what I'm
Oh, I thought she was
feeling
coming.
right now.
That's just a normal person living their life. Wait a second. Do they have a bandana on? Who is that thug? Oh, it's a mask. No, I don't actually know. It's a thug. Peanut butter.
Grief dinner. It's chunky though, so it feels like more of a
That's
substantial meal.
disgusting.
Sophie.
She would have definitely voted for the peanut soup earlier. I think you should change your plans. Just a dark room in her house? Well, I guess it's not her.
Haven't been down to the dark room in a minute. It's dark enough up here lately.
Is this the living room she needs to clean? Probably not. She probably did not mean this. This is probably clean. It's a dark room. Well, you know, it's definitely better than Mark Jefferson's. That's actually not true. His was nice. The stuff that happened in his was not nice.
The original award got damaged.
Picture perfect.
In one of my moves, but this article reminds me that winning wasn't a dream.
I got a picture of me with an award because I lost the award.
Shutterbud 420's YouTube tutorial made fixing you seem so much easier.
Freaking Shutterbud.
Every time I give a workshop, some student still feels it's not real photography if it's digital.
I would have figured you would have been the one with that opinion. I think she did. I think she said that in the first game. No, she might have got a digital camera at the end of it. It was. I think it was Chloe's dad's. No, it might have been instant. I think Chloe, and that would have been the first game.
Clean. The rest of the house, not so much.
Clean. I highly doubt that. It's been 2 days, and I feel like you haven't left bed.
This isn't one of mine. How?
That frickin' owl.
This artist in residence was also a fan of Neb, or a Neb hater like Safi.
It's a plush. It looked harder. Massive plant.
Samson here is older than Hellerton itself.
You named your plant Samson? Again?
The premier journal for the discerning gorehound. As soon as I had a semi-permanent address,
Wasn't that the name of her plant in the first one? Anime DVDs.
Loves this.
Machine Angel. Bullet Opera.
It's been 4 months.
The beloved cult classic series. The best anime you've never seen. What am I supposed to be cleaning? Oh, I see.
One of the past Hellerton artists made this. Woodwork seems so unforgiving.
Oh my
You
god.
have to live with their mistakes.
That is quite impressive. If it falls, it's going to shatter. And it's wooden, so that's really impressive. Memories box.
Leave it to my very normal brain to respond to my most recent loss by fixating on the last one.
Messy couch.
I don't think Amanda needs to see a 2-ply monument to my sadness today.
You know, it's such a double-edged sword when someone needs people around. Because most of the time, they don't want people around at those times. It's tough.
To watch a decapitated head in a bucket wreak havoc, but probably shouldn't assume.
Polaroid.
Been more than a few days since I used this. I'm not how sad.
You didn't even use that Polaroid.
Thing reminds me of Safi.
How'd you get 2 of them? Memory box time. How did you clean that couch by cleaning that couch? I'm pretty sure I just picked the tissues up off of it. What's that? That's Arcadia Bay. That's the lighthouse. Oh no, it's a postcard. Memory box. Memory box. I missed what you were saying because it apparently also takes it as the stick.
Gone. Just like that. All because of me.
In a meteorological turn of events that's baffled climate scientists from both NOAA and NASA. NOAA and NASA. An impossibly rare West Coast tornado wiped the town of Arcadia Bay, Oregon completely off the map. As our planet warms, these same scientists warn that so-called freak weather events like this will become all too common. I have no comment to make on that according to the current affairs of the American world. I mean, it's probably, is it happening in other countries? I don't know. I'm American. They don't, we don't really get to know about other things. But it's under the ruse of patriotism, so it's okay. Hey Max, I started writing this in oh no. St. Louis, hence the big arch on the postcard. Sending it Tennessee, took that long to figure out what I wanted to say. The routines, I thought being able to rewind with time was the coolest shit in the world, and I guess it was for a while. The problem is, the more often you go back in time, the less often you're looking forward. I wanted to look forward, to move forward with you, Max, into a future we couldn't predict and all the messiness that brings. Eventually I knew, as much as it hurt, that you would never be able to do that, not with me at least. I love you, Max, but that will always be true. I hope you find someone you no longer feel the need to rewind for. Can look forward, unafraid. I would like to hear her comment on that. Oh. She has a journal again. I don't know what day it is. I only know it's night because you're sleeping in the bed next to me. Motel blackout shades are no joke. I don't know where we are. I don't even know if we went north or south. Grab new journal, souvenir shop. But when I look at the calendar, it was like all the dates ran together. Told me to save your family, and now they're dead. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. If I wanted to just get in the driver's seat and point us to the ocean, I wonder if you would stop me. God. Okay, Michigan in October. Really cold. Someone once told me that you can get hypothermia from swimming in Lake Superior even in the summer. I don't know if that's actually true, but looking at how blue and deep it is, I believe it is. I believe it. Oh, you said Lake Superior, more like Lake Disappointing. And you press your cold toes against my bare leg. This is girlfriend abuse separation. Wanted to go to LA, you weren't interested. Said it's because you don't want to be in bougie Halloween lesbian couple. No, it's true, but I know you were thinking about Rachel. I wish she was alive to be here with us. Man. Gel pens, man. This is 10th grade. We could just talk with our mouths. Fuck no, this is dope. We came all this way to write back and forth to each other like we're passing notes in high school. Okay, if this is so boring, why don't you go talk to that guy at the counter who keeps checking out him out? No. It'll be funny. I definitely think he's getting a 2-for-1 deal. Oh my god, we'd rock his world. I hate his beard. We'd make him shave it first, and obviously we'd kill him in the morning. Why? Because you're mine. Oh, it's an anime picture. You have really nice handwriting, Max. So I don't think Chloe's in the picture anymore. This book is dusty. Found it after 2 days of looking. This is what I get for keeping my shit in storage. The letter from Calden made me think about school, which made me think about you, which made me think about this book. When I met Yasmin Fayed at my show in Boston, I had no idea she was the president of a prestigious liberal arts college. She was just some hot older lady who seemed to really want to be my friend. The artist-in-residence lodgings were described as a cottage in the onboarding materials, but it's the size of my last 3 apartments combined. It'd be a great place to bring friends over if I had any. September 20th, picture it sitting in President Fayed's office on my first day, and in comes this girl in acid-wash jeans and a Dolce & Gabbana jacket. She says hi to me like we've been friends for years, reaches over the president's desk and snags her keys and announces taking the car and her too. We went and got ice cream in her mom's Porsche. Alright, she's Yasmin Fayed's daughter, Safi Llewellyn, I think that's what she said, Fayed. A grad student at Calden. Calden? I'm going to say it both ways, however I want. She declared Rocky Road the best ice cream of all time and told me the jeans were an experiment that wasn't really working. That was almost a month ago, and I see her almost every day now. We're friends, I guess. It's been a while. Did I mention that part of the Calden artist in residence deal is seminars, like teaching lectures and students coming to them and learning in a hall with slides? I tried to tell Yasmin that I don't have any teaching experience, but what was I supposed to say? Sorry, my only photography class was the 2 months in a senior year. I was infatuated with a hot teacher who turned out to be a psychotic pervert and murderer who kidnapped me to his secret bunker. I can't even get through a lesson plan without thinking about Jefferson. Despite that, people seem to like the seminars. There's a couple students in particular that I think have a lot of potential. Is this a teacher emotion? Safi's always encouraging me to do normal people stuff, and today it panned out. I finally got past the idle small talk stage with Amanda. That was yesterday, or I guess the day before. She's so easy to talk to, and she does stand-up comedy in front of live humans. Who is this woman? Safi, did ask about you earlier, but I sidestepped that convo like a wild bear. I wasn't up to explaining how I leveled my hometown. I have a feeling she'll bring it up again. I'm gonna say nothing. That's so sad. What's with the teardrop with a human face? So she wrote in the journal like she used it to talk to Chloe.
Best to get this out of sight. Oh, better clean us up too.
Joyce. I think that was her name. I think it's Chloe's mom. That's what happened last time. Thank you for that. Dude. That's my impression of Zeus from Gravity Falls. I do it all the time. Go, dude. Not cool, dude. Okay, I get it. Upstairs. You have to load it and then click continue. That's weird. That's a weird choice.
Can't let Amanda see the mess downstairs. Better change out of my pajamas too.
I just.
Now to take care of downstairs.
Wait a minute. I could look at the outdoor outfit too. Does her hair change with the outdoor? The skull cap. She they just did the Moogle for that one. We'll leave that. I want to get achievements for looking through everything because I know it's obviously not giving it to me. If hold on, I can hear her comment though. That's all the game was doing. It just wanted to let me hear her comment, so it decided to crash and make me waste the last 30 minutes.
He and Sophie were having some debate.
It wasn't that long.
Astronomy. After the last
Man, I've never heard someone talk over themselves the way that you do, Max. I mean, I kind of talk over myself a lot too, but I do that out loud.
That I'm the high point of the series. Maybe any series. I honestly hope they'd help me understand Sophie better. I think my outfit is perfectly Max.
Perfectly Max. Police card.
The Lakeport cop investigated.
Oh, I didn't look at the back.
I saw a very suspicious owl. Does that help, officer?
Officer,
Grief
the assailant was about
chunky, though, so it feels like more of a
1'2". I'm not counting. That was his height. Had feathers that were brown. It had a really weird neck. And I don't know how to describe an owl. It wasn't a bird. But some people would be confused if you saw it flying.
Could speed me through what I'm feeling right now.
It's an eagle, but with hair. That's not true. I wanted to make a bald eagle joke, but it did not pan out.
Shutterbud 420's YouTube tutorial made fixing you seem every time I give a workshop.
Why can't you look at her pictures?
It's not real photography.
It'd be really cool to see pictures developing. They would be developing over. That can't be good for the pictures. Have a washer and dryer, isn't that a lot of humidity? Moisture. Noise. Do the pictures get annoyed? To-do list. Just wipe it off. Alright, so now we can see what she's gonna say. I understood that.
Woodwork seems so Moses loves this.
No. Was there more than one?
Loves this. The premier journal for the discerning gorehound. soon as I had a legend has it, Samson here's older than Hellerton itself.
Man, you know, if I were her, I never would have moved to a city with a lake in view after what happened with the Time NATO.
Looks like one of the previous artists in residence was also a fan of Neb. Or a Neb hater like Sophie.
I thought it was glass, and that was Silent Hill. I tried to smash it. And none of that would have added up right now. I just wanted it just look. It had its sheen. So pretty. It's so pretty. What is it? It looks like a photo that's not been put on the wall yet, but it's already got the glass on top of it, which that's just not very safe. I mean, I guess if you don't want it to get wrinkled, crinkled, wrinkled.
Amanda might be down to watch a decapitated head in a bucket wreak havoc, but probably shouldn't assume.
She's probably more of a tires girl. Is that the name of the tire movie? With the killer tire? No one's a tires girl.
One of the last things I got from Chloe. It wasn't an invitation. Even years later, this still sucks to read. You always did know how to make every word count, didn't you?
I also could have told because it's St. Louis, not just the big arch. I missed that one thing. I hope it doesn't get mad at me for that. Because, like I just said, I'm trying to go through everything. But we just read that. Game don't crash. I didn't notice the stitches.
Down traumatic memory lane. Best to get this out of sight.
I mean, makeup, but...
Oh, better clean those up too.
That's what crashed my game. That's why I decided not to clean the couch first.
I don't think Amanda needs to see a two-ply monument to my sadness today.
Stomach, what are you doing? Stop it. I'm not hungry. That's not true. And I could use some toast. It's morning. Clean.
Better get these tidied up too, before Amanda gets here.
It is Joyce, right?
Amanda's at the door. I hope she isn't mad that I ignored her calls.
Usually,
Hey Max, I'm here.
usually when people show up after spam calling you and you not answering, it's not because they're happy.
Lovely weather we're having out here, but
I gotta clean up the bike.
Pupil
Oh.
and Iris. This baby got me an International Photography Award and a spread in
Oh, that's the
National
front door?
Geographic.
Hold on, I panned slowly and dramatically to that door. Man, that's just
Sophie
awkward.
got me the frame.
Can we see her? What's she wearing? I want to match my outfit with her accidentally. It's a great conversation piece when you don't want to talk about anything. See, there's that man. He's still being real weird. I'm not gonna let Amanda in because I'm gonna see if he does anything weird. This is a stakeout now. Oh no, wait, we didn't get to go to the store to get steak. Never mind. I will not leave the steak out.
Hey, Amanda.
You weren't standing that far away from the door. I would have seen you from the window.
Welcome to hell.
Oh, honey. We're doing dramatic goth kid grief.
What gave it away? Was it the makeup, the
Go
hair?
big or go home, I always say.
Food.
She's really gone, Amanda. Sophie was here 2 days ago. And now,
I know, Max. I know.
why would anybody want to? I mean, she was just.
Was it because the snowman? Was it the snowman?
I appreciate you checking in on me. You didn't have to.
Oh, I 100% did. Nobody's seen you for 2 days.
There is some reasoning behind
I'll
that.
begrudgingly admit, it is nice to see a friendly face.
A friendly face. With food. Homegrown salad and homemade focaccia.
Damn. Okay then. I would have been happy with old Halloween candy and a Pop-Tart.
It is December, Max.
Full disclosure, I don't exactly have the biggest of appetites right now.
Really? Eating always makes me feel better.
See, that's
Never
because it's a
encountered a mood
de-stressor.
that couldn't be improved by demolishing an entire pizza solo.
You just wait till I'm feeling
There
better.
are people that do the opposite.
I could eat you under the table.
Wowzers.
Shit! That came out wrong. My thoughts have been kind of...
It's cool. I'll never be able to drink you under the table the same way again. You need to eat, Max. The stuff that makes you feel close to normal again is usually what you need the most.
I'm messing with my light. I might be using my foot to do it, but I'm messing with it.
Whoa. I haven't seen one of these since I was like 10. I would have figured instant cameras were a professional photography no-no.
I like them.
It's actually
Always
the
have.
opposite. And also, they
So,
came back like
I don't know.
5 years ago.
Tactile. Looking through the viewfinder.
And that looks like one of the ones
holding
that came
photo
back.
in your hands, it
Retro
feels
styled.
more
But I think that's
real.
Williams. Is that Chloe's dad?
Another way to make you feel normal again? Taking a picture of your friend Amanda.
I'm
really not
sorry
up
I
for it,
called you a
Amanda.
friend.
Oh, come
He's
on.
being so
I've never had my
nice.
picture taken by anybody famous before.
Shouldn't I be charging you for something like this? Since I'm so famous and all.
Name
Her
your
voice-
price, Caulfield.
I figured it would be
$20 in crumpled up singles.
still like kind of
and
disappointed, but
a
it just
Canadian
completely
quarter.
changed.
Tempting. But let's call this one pro bono.
That's what I'm talking about.
I can't believe she's making me do this.
How should I pose
Did
for
it just flash
illustrious
like
artist
she was
in
blinking?
residence?
Because I was like, it's an instant camera. It wouldn't have like the digital flash or anything, but it did a little bit more than just a nothing. Hold on. I zoomed in too far. I missed the shot. That would have been the good one. What does that mean? What does double exposure mean? I'll check in a second. Oh, toggle pose choices.
Show me your goofy side. Nice.
You're pointing? Oh, adventurous. You can't. You should be one leg up. No. Your eyes are shut. There you go. I'd really do like the photo mechanic.
How about you give me something stoic?
Listen, if I gotta do double exposure, I want it to be something
Supermodel.
good.
Got it.
Is that a supermodel? Man, your eyes, dude. Well, now I wanted that one, but zoomed in more. It didn't take it.
Actually, let's try the silly
Oh,
face
because I was on
again.
toggle pose choices. It really blocks it. It does. I see it disappear now.
Give me this supermodel pose.
You can just keep going between them. Your eyes, bro. Double exposure time. Oh, it's nothing special.
Actually, let's try the silly face again.
I mean, it is special, but... Wait, can you make it look like she's hugging herself? No, it's not big enough. Oh, I'm not changing to serious. I just gotta get it right. Hold on. Almost got it. Almost there. Oh, it's like the two Kermits. I kind of don't like it. No, it lost both of them. That's fine, because I kind of wanted that. Zoomed in. Sorry, what am I doing? I love photo modes in games, and this one made it a a gameplay mechanic. It doesn't zoom in as much as I want it to. It goes out a little bit more.
Give me this supermodel pose.
Interesting. Does she just have Chloe's messages pinned? Like up top? Because she's not sending any more. Yasmin's sent more. She definitely hasn't talked to her since then. That's got to be the newest. That one might just be in the wrong spot. Through the Looking Max. Face of someone who knew how to cheer me up today with some homemade grub. Can't remember the last time she made me anything, and I'm her sister. I made you breakfast 3 days ago. Best part of brewing at the Turtle is that face. If you haven't had my cousin's Johnny cakes yet, you're missing out. Thank you, I don't make them for just anybody. Anytime you want to hop on the grill at the Turtle, you let me know, boss. Abraxas, boring Sunday. Feeling the NUI. What's going on in front of the Kim building? Brought to you by the Abraxas Society. I think it's Mountain Dew. Just want to get to my finals. You can't even read it. When I started open mic night, I was terrified. No one... Oh, I thought it was a joke. It's probably not a time for a joke. How did you post it to social media?
How about another one? Different pose this time.
I already got your different poses.
Why not?
Oh.
Don't do that. You haven't answered your phone for 2 days and now you're going to do it? That looks so rude.
Shit. Sorry. It's Sophie's mom.
That's the whole reason she came over, because she wasn't answering.
Just a sec, okay? Hi, Yasmin.
Oh, I've been saying Yasmin.
Hi, Maxine.
You doing okay? That's not... It's a stupid question.
How are you holding up?
There's no graceful way to answer that question. Not without lying. Have you ever dealt with loss like this?
It goes to that picture and gives you a yes or no, but I'm not even thinking about that. I'm thinking about Arcadia Bay as a whole.
Sadly, I have. It doesn't get easier, but it can hurt less with time.
wanted to talk to you face to face, if possible. Doing this over the phone feels so...
Of course. I can come by today.
I mean, you're already up and ready
In the
now, and
office
you've already
all day.
cleaned, so.
Just let Vin know when you arrive.
Everything okay?
Not sure.
Not really.
I need to head to campus to meet with
Her
her.
daughter's dead. It was probably inconsiderate for Max to say she's also felt something like that. But, you know, if anyone's felt something like that...
I can't thank you enough for coming by, Amanda.
It's what you do. This is the one
Her
thing that
gloves.
brightened your mood today. Aside from me. Come on. I'll walk with you.
Man, I feel like the end of the episode's going to come up and it's going to be something big. Like, her mother's going to reveal that Safi was murdered. I know you're probably thinking, well, yeah, she was shot. But that is a good... That's true, yeah.
Yasmin's office is in the old administration building.
Well, time to see if these jokers burn down the turtle in my absence. Will I see you later? You know where to find me.
The turtle. I've only
Better head
been
to
with
the
you for
admin
2.5 hours, and I already
Yasmin's
feel that.
expecting me.
Damn it! Blow me, box!
Reggie.
Wonder what's got Reggie so pissed off.
It's probably just the world and the box.
Whoa, very Hellraiser. I wonder what's inside. Reggie's a bit rough around the edges, but he's
No.
okay. Reminds me of a few old friends.
Oh, Max. Hey.
Last time I saw you this mad
Is that a
was when
pen?
you dropped your phone into Lake Champlain.
Lost all my best picks.
That might be
I heard about what happened.
the first instance I've seen one in a video
Crazy.
game.
You know? Here, of all places.
That's 100%.
You and Safi were pretty close, huh?
Because I thought he was just smoking, and I was like, "Wow." I thought so anyway. What does that mean? Do you think you're less close because she's dead?
She was the best friend I've had in a long time.
Shit. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, well, you can't even imagine being the one to find her either.
Two of you always seemed like you were having a blast together. What's on your mind?
See you later.
Are you holding up okay?
Me? I don't know. I didn't really know Safi.
He reminds me of someone from the
Seems
first
kinda
one.
weird to be fucked up about it.
Seems like there's a bud coming.
I mean, I guess I'm fucked up about it anyways. Kind of seems like the whole campus is.
It's just, it's different. You skipped my workshop. I skipped my
I
workshop.
missed you in workshop last week. I'm trying not to take it personally.
You saw my last shoot. It was dog shit.
He's
It was
so...
rough, but it was honest. You're a natural, whether you like it or not.
I thought I was
You
Reggie.
think so? Shit. I've never been a natural before.
All right. Catch you later, Reggie.
But first, I'm gonna go catch this puzzle box.
Can't put it off forever.
Shit's all yours if you want it.
So,
What is it?
It's an Abraxas.
It's Abraxas.
puzzle
I
box.
knew it.
It's got goodies inside, but
As soon as I saw the
you can open it.
ritualistic
Aren't you the
markings.
Why all the arcane bullshit?
Sorry. Society secret.
But you'll give me their puzzle box?
I can tell you that it's meant to test a key Abraxas virtue. The eye for detail. Whatever the hell that means.
You poked the pupil. There's something in the pupil.
You want to give it a shot?
Founder statue.
An
Aye.
eye for detail, huh?
Poke the pupil. Well, it's definitely got something to do with that. Where's the founder statue?
This is supposed to be that statue over there, right?
The founder statue? Yeah, I think so.
Man, this society
Where's
really
the
just
other
accepts
part?
anyone.
There should be two.
Huh? Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Bird.
Maybe this is supposed to be Thomas Caledon's missing crow. Is that wax around it? Hey, do you have a lighter?
Yeah?
Why does he have a lighter?
Thinking.
I mean, I guess he's a college student, so it makes sense, but, you know, it's not like he needs one.
No shit.
Oh, man.
And?
Another puzzle box.
Of course. Oh, hell no. It's your headache now.
Are you sure?
Really.
She's having fun.
Good riddance.
I love puzzle boxes. They're very fun. I've never had one.
All right.
They look very
Catch
fun.
you later, Reggie.
But I'm one of those people that will sit there and fight with something for hours on end until I get it. So, you know, it's kind of wiser for me not to get a puzzle box. Because, you know, I will just blame the puzzle box for not working. And then be like, no, it's gotta work. I'm just stupid. And then I'll fight the puzzle box. And then it'll be 3 days later. And everyone will be like, hey, where have you been? And I'll be like, did you know they make boxes that have puzzles on them?
This will help me get my bearings a little bit.
Do you not know the way around your work? I mean, I guess you haven't been there for a while, or a long time, but, you know. Emergency phone.
These damn things are all over campus. Except where Safi actually needed one.
You know, this community seems so torn up. Dynamic sculpture.
This must weigh a ton, but it's barely touching the ground.
Is that the Meta Quest logo? Or I guess it's just Meta. I guess they do everything now. Anything that's got your face in a book.
Fort Frosty was all anybody talked about last week.
Fort
I'm
Frosty.
not really in the mood for snowballs anymore.
You're loitering. Get out of here. Man, this campus has a pen problem. That's going through her hand. Oh, maybe it's not. I can't. I'm pretty impressed. All of you they're all full the same amount though, and that's kind of weird. Are you a student? You look a little, no offense, you look a little old. He reminds me of Mark Jefferson. Max really doesn't want to be reminded about that. Why does everyone have the Jefferson glasses? You wearing them? No. Only the men? That's impressive.
Hang in there, David.
Spartan kick. You can't walk in the snow, but they can.
Waiting too long.
Yeah, but let me look at this
Okada.
plaque.
I wonder who she was. Maybe they'll plant a tree for Safi.
They
too.
probably will. Also known as a Japanese cherry or sakura tree. Cherry blossom trees do not yield cherries for eating, but instead produce beautiful pink flowers. They typically bloom from March to April. In the northern hemisphere, the cherry blossom is the national flower of Japan. What about the southern hemisphere? Is it still the national flower in Japan, or is Japan split up by hemispheres?
That if you give Facebox Man a little smooch, he gets 7 years of good luck.
You should have smooched him. He's got 2 birds in case you get the Abraxas puzzle.
A bird on each shoulder. Wonder which one's the devil.
The one that's staring directly at what he's doing.
The thing is, Thomas, pondering what might be will drive you insane.
A school that teaches art without science, or indeed science without art, can deal only in half-truths. In the same way, one cannot understand the darkness without first having been dazzled by the light. One cannot access the intricacies of what is without first pondering what might be. Thomas Caledon Jr., 1901 to 1984.
Just when he thought the online
Finals
tests
postponed.
were
Please log into your student portal for more info.
It's just all been so scary.
What did
Just
she
when
say?
he thought the online tests were
Online tests were behind it. If they say postponed, they're obviously not making them go online to take them right now.
Hello, Mr. Counselor. Would you
It's
like me to start with my
okay
time
not
travel
to
drama,
be
or should we
okay.
dive right into finding my friend dead in the snow? No turtle for me. It'll look bad if Yasmin finds out I'm putting her off.
You put her off for 2 days. Why is this a difference? Oh, so you can talk to them.
Extra security. So why don't I feel any safer? That's Loretta something.
That's
Seen her in a few
Loretta.
workshops. Journalism major, I think. Doesn't look like she's getting the scoop she wanted.
Ow. It's okay
Hello,
not
Mr.
to be
Counselor. Would you
okay.
like
That's
me
an
to
Imagine
start with
Dragons
my
song.
time
Did I say that?
travel drama,
I know I
or
was
should we
thinking it.
dive right into finding
It's
my
not those
friend?
words exactly, but it is. I don't know what the words are to it.
I'll head over to admin.
I think
to
it's
see
okay
Yasmin
to be
soon.
not okay. But I could be wrong, because that seems on character for me. On character, that's not a phrase people use. Brand, on brand. Hey dude, there's stairs. Probably.
It's a shame. I was so looking forward to being terrorized by St. Nick's shriveled mutant sidekick.
Holiday Party, the Snapping Turtle and Caledon University present Krampus on campus. Board games and Krampus roast. Professor Lucas. Calmero? Calmanero. Oh, we have him on social media. He's our friend.
Is that a penguin head in the spokes?
That's what you're worried about? What? Where do you see a penguin head? Doran Coruscant. Literature. That's a real good literature name. Bulletin board.
Thanks for nothing, Caledon Campus Security.
Campus security alert. In compliance with
little,
federal
too
disclosure
late.
policies, Caledon University are giving a notice of a violent crime that was committed on campus. Date time, Monday, December 4th at approximately 11 p.m. Location, Everett Observatory Overlook Trail. Reported offense: a female graduate student was found dead, the victim of a gunshot wound. If you have any information that might be helpful in this investigation, please contact. To reduce your chances of being victim of a crime, be aware of your surrounding and be vigilant of those around you. Move in groups and only in well-lighted areas. Call Keldon Security for campus escorts.
And I thought Amanda couldn't get any cuter.
It's back. So she does like her. It's back. The second annual Champlain Comedy Festival. Jaden J, Amanda Tyler, Singing Hawk, Hot Tea Tompkins, and more to be announced. Presented by. I was still looking.
And I thought Amanda couldn't. If I can break into a bowling alley,
Attention, Keldon students. There have been reports about a number of break-ins happening across Lakeport. Please be vigilant. Remember to always lock your doors and windows before leaving your dorms. Does she try to rewind? It makes sense if she would try to rewind endlessly for the past 2 days. You know, it's really weird that anytime one of your best friends dies, you get a really bad headache before it happens. I wasn't speaking generally, I was speaking directly to Max on that one. I mean, it might happen in real life. I don't want to find out. So that's why you don't get close to people. Duh.
Keep going.
Max Coffee, you painted this. You're making quotes to your own painting. Oh. That's interesting. You should have gotten the railroad car a little zoomed in. Made it fit the whale body.
Ugh, I can't even look at this right now. My old...
That's pretty... I like that one.
Sophie told me to look at this.
Max Caulfield, Walking with Ghosts. After receiving her first camera at the age of 6, a Contax T2, Maxine Caulfield has sought to capture a life that evades explanation. From the recent green hell of the Recession-era Pacific Northwest to the ancient industrial wastelands of the Rust Belt, she has restored meaning to empty places, illuminating the plights of everyday people living on the brink of change. A winner of the IPA Award and a National Geographic Fellowship, she is currently Keldon University's Hannah Hellerton Artist in Residence.
Took this right after I left Arcadia Bay. I think that's the most alone I've...
You took that after you left Arcadia Bay? That's not the diner in Arcadia Bay, then. There's someone in the bathroom. Like they were laying down on the ground, and judging by the scenery, they were not okay. I'll take a large. Tea.
Hi. One Earl Grey, please.
Sure thing.
Thanks, Batista. Are you gonna go sit on this thing and drink your tea? Aw, I can't keep Yasmin waiting. I can't let her know that I'm avoiding her.
I wish you would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real story.
I haven't stayed in one place this long since... Well, it's been a while.
That was a little harsh.
Feels like. And now this. Now Sophie. I should have known better than to hope things would be different. Sometimes it feels like I'm cursed. Like no matter how fast and far I run, the past is still gonna find me.
This is so pretty. I love the Zen moments in these games. I didn't know if it was going to cut to something different. You downed that tea?
Whoa. Who said anything about murder? The email said there was a death.
We got conspiracies.
I heard she was strangled. scratch marks on her neck and everything.
Wait, really?
I mean, that's what I heard.
So, scratch marks, you mean like from talons? Big scary talons?
Owl.
Come on, I never said that.
Like Mothman? You and your cryptids.
Well, I'm not hearing any better.
Amanda painting?
Not only does it look like Amanda, they even got her hair buns. She's probably lots of students' muse.
Third eye.
I'll bet they've got quite an eye for photography. 3 of them, even.
You don't.
You're still waiting for that elevator, dude? Do not tell me you're the cops. This is why the murder doesn't get solved.
I can't be laid to see as mean if I never gave her a time.
Oh, but God forbid I try to take a snowy
I'll
stroll.
help you. Then
Not sure I'd leave my stuff lying around like this.
You can just use them on the computer?
Oh, Loretta must have left this to finish uploading. Damn. Girl's got a lot of fans.
That's nice. My YouTube says I've gotten 6.4 thousand views in the past 2 days, and that felt pretty big to me. But yeah, that was pretty big. Enter admin building. Boom, 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 boom. New crosstalk post from Get a Clue with LR.
Yasmin's office.
We still haven't gotten the power. I'll be very surprised if that's how the episode ends. Oh, let's Get a Clue. I will be reporting on Safi Lewin Fayed's death as details emerge. If you knew her, my DMs are open. Can't wait for your first F in this arc. Already hooked. Now where are you going with this? Email me and we'll discuss the appropriateness of this project. I appreciate the concern, but Get a Clue is a personal project, not a course assignment. King Arthur to the Knights of the Round Table. Men, we ride at dawn. Knights cheering. King Arthur opens his eyes in bed. The sun is out. Okay. Well, we ride at 10:30 then. King Arthur leisurely pursues the castle breakfast bar. I know what I said, Brian. We ride when we ride.
It's down the hall.
I just gotta print something first.
Wow.
Wow, what? Call for submissions, plumage. Editor Lucas Calmarino. Professor in Department of Chair Literature. Accepting all fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and art through January 1st. Open to all students regardless of major. What's the purpose of a voice if it stays forever silent? Fair enough. Enough said. Other third quote. That also means what the first quote said.
Black roses, huh? Must have been a pretty penny in the middle of Vermont winter.
I guess Abraxas has some extra cash to throw around, with Krampus canceled.
Yeah, I'll hunch a little bit.
Why? But I'm still bummed we're not doing Krampus on campus this year. It sounded like fun.
It's fun to say.
We playing tonight?
Nah, do you have
Recommended reads.
Guess everyone's too literary for YA these days. Cowards. You
Bus.
know, Gretch, it's okay to be sad. You don't have to be never met the woman herself.
I cut her off before her
Bus
bun.
feels like an old friend somehow.
Member of the Cowden University's first co-ed class, Gretchen pioneered the Cowden Women's Equality League, the Cowden's Collar, and other initiatives that continue making Cowden a great place for students to this day. I want the fire. Get away. I want the fire.
Love a good fireplace.
You're
Love modern
fired.
heating even more.
Modern heating is pretty great.
I hate to ask, but
My house doesn't have it. It has baseboards.
Dr. Fayed?
You can walk that far away from them and stop hearing what they're saying.
Everyone, students, faculty, staff, would benefit from a shortened work week. I mean, your meets on Fridays, doesn't it?
I heard them talking about that earlier, saying a 4-day work week, or it was in one of the messages or something. Them trying to push for it.
Important. People talk a big game about work-life balance, but
Maya Okada. Her
Away
name
home,
was on the
away from
plaque
home
for that
stories.
tree outside. I wonder who she was.
I'm gonna say a writer.
I have to admit.
That is just a guess. You have to admit what?
Nothing
Conversation
makes you feel
chair.
alone like a chair made for two.
Interesting. That's a interesting chair there. Here, do you mind? Thank you. Closed for the holiday. The stairs can go on vacation? Ridiculous. I can't even go on vacation. Safi board.
I should probably write something, even if I can't find the right words.
There's a great big open space right there. We will find them. That pen's probably dried out, Max. Never forget you. Thank you for everything. Never mind. I would have said never forget you, but that just is cliche. I mean, I guess thanks for everything isn't much better, but... And she probably would have put her own little Caulfield spin on it. We didn't have long together, but in that short time you changed me, as an artist and as a person. Thanks for the friendship and the memories. See, that's not just thank you. Thanks for everything.
Yasmin keeps her own cover issue in her office waiting room. A real girl boss move.
I like that they didn't really keep Max stuck in 2015 as a character, because she was also like that in 2015, where she had those like
Dealership vibes.
moments in the best way.
Howdy, Vin.
Howdy. Let me guess. She texted you to come see her. I
She
keep telling her to
called.
send all comms through me, but sometimes she goes rogue.
How dare she use her phone without your permission?
You think this is an easy gig? Kahuna's got a social calendar like a TikTok influencer.
I'm sorry. Kahuna? That's borderline adorable.
Listen. I'm really sorry about Safi.
Thanks.
I was gonna say that didn't sound
Me
sincere
too.
by reading it, but
She and I
it
had
sounded
our
it was
issues,
a pretty good
But she was an amazing
inflection,
person,
whatever.
and we're all gonna miss her.
She never mentioned you. What kind of
Issues? What could the two of you have to fight about?
Her mom.
I got between Safi and her mom constantly. Could you blame her for hating my ass?
The cops are in there, aren't they?
It's good you're here. She's about like you'd guess.
I don't know what I can do.
Be
Are you
there.
kidding? She's obsessed with you. I'm a little jealous, actually.
I could have figured that out from
See,
the messages.
I only like favoritism when I'm the one who's favored.
Why does that not surprise me?
Well, she's got somebody with her now, so it'll be a few. Or if you're dying for stimulation, I've got a package waiting for me down the hall. You're welcome to get it for me.
Does your beneficence know no bounds?
No one seems happy in this school. Except for
Sounds
that guy
like
that was
someone
ice skating.
else needs my help.
He seemed pretty
Good luck.
pleased.
Have fun.
Break up the conversation. Stained glass. That's a
The
great
one
thing to take a
all
picture of. Well, you
visual
see it all the
art has
time.
in common. Light.
Tell that to finger art, touch art, physical. What is that called? There's art that's like you touch. Did it crash again? Oh.
I'll head over to admin to see Yasmin soon.
North quad exit. God, you can just leave. Didn't we hear Gwen down here? Officer, seriously? It's been like 20 minutes. Are you Gwen? You're not Gwen. Jonah photo. Mailroom's probably where the package was. We went in there earlier. It's not here. Where do you think we'll find Gwen? I don't really know. Oh, that's the next objective. Let's not do that one yet.
Is that a
We've been over this.
penguin head in the spokes?
Said it was just down the hall. That's really cool.
May we all one day aspire to be as
I saw that
happy as a burgeoning
when we did the
goth
Zen
kid
thing.
with his first skull balloon.
Gwen, we wouldn't have heard her yelling all the way outside. That sounds a little much. Okay, his package is probably here.
This must have the package Ben was worried about. I could bring it to him.
Will it be under his name?
Aha.
Or Yasmin's name? God, I keep slouching in my chair. Gwen.
Dr. Gwen Hunter. She was Sophie's mentor for a long time. Was she... Gwen? All good?
Max, so, I'm a hugger. Are you a hugger?
Not today.
World champion
Only today.
hugger, as a matter of fact. Bring it in. God, I didn't realize how bad I needed that.
I couldn't just stand there. You look like you were walking around in a trance.
That's pretty much how I feel.
Is there anything you need or that I can do for you?
Actually, I was hoping to give you a hand. You sounded like you could use it.
Oh, right. I came in here to pick up a book, but lo and behold, some genius locked it up. Oh, hey, you're like the, breaking and entering queen, right? Think you can get past this lock?
So that's what everybody thinks of me? The home
They know that
invader?
she...
Bad reputation twins?
Boom. Bad reputation twins.
What's your rep?
lock it into that display case. Expensive display, cheap lock. You love to see it. Anything skinny and curved ought to do the trick.
It's in your wheelhouse?
Definitely.
No.
I just need to find the right tool.
Not accepting the jokes. Too
That
big.
pin looks like the right size for Gwen's lock, but it needs more of a curve in it.
So bend it. Bop it.
These are all by current or former faculty? Now I feel like a slacker.
It's the smallest bookcase, and I'm pretty sure it's just that one shelf of it.
Love a good fireplace. Love
Yeah. I
modern
thought you might
even
find
more.
something helpful in there. Oh wait, if I go sideways, I can get through them. I got through them earlier.
Guess everyone's too literary for YA these days. You know, Gretch, it's okay to be sad. You don't have to be so stone-faced all the time.
Either y'all got a hairpin on you. Hairpin? Caesars.
Those are too thick to pick that lock in the library. Is it weird that I know that at a glance?
You could take one of the pins from the bulletin board.
Thanks for nothing.
They're probably not big enough. There's thumbtacks.
Too little, too late.
Is it somewhere else? Maybe, not Richie. Vin? I don't know what his name is. Maybe he got the key.
Way to be a combo
We got the
breaker.
key, we got the key, we got the key. Yeah, we got the key.
Sure, I could go get that package for Vin. Here you go. Saved you the trip.
Does that even count as
What's
a package?
this?
It's just mail.
Don't tell me we're becoming friends.
Or more than friends.
All right, settle down. You just caught me in a generous mood.
Yeah, when you have things taken from you, a lot of times you just want to give.
All right. What do you want?
What do I want?
Sure. Nothing's free. At least, not if you're smart. So, what do you want?
He's asking to
Nothing
blackmail him.
now, but you'll owe me. One favor. Delivered on demand.
You drive a hard bargain, Caulfield. But I like it. You're full of surprises.
Go back in time and stop Safi's death. You owe me.
Yasmin keeps her own cover issue in her office waiting room. A real girl boss move.
Royal boss.
Skinny and curved. That's actually kind of perfect.
Spoon. 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 Scissors are too big, but a spoon is fine. It's gonna be something. I'm gonna be stupid, aren't I? You're just gonna have to slide a latch or something.
Hold on now. You might feel a slight pinch.
Holy shit! You did it! You're a lifesaver!
No one believes in
I
me.
probably should have figured that out myself. But, hey, what can you do? We're all a touch fucked at the moment.
What's the
It
book?
was worth all that trouble. What is it?
Oh, it's an old mystery novel. It's the author's debut, actually. Kind of random, I know. Did Safi ever tell you about the manuscript she was working on?
There's no point in keeping it a secret. It's not like we can risk the deal not happening.
Actually, she said she had a finished book, and that a publisher had made an offer. Why?
You're kidding. Oh, good for her.
I think she
must have been
lost
proud
it.
as hell.
I think that's why she left, was because they ended up not taking the offer or
Thanks
something.
again for the help. And don't be a stranger, okay? My door is always open.
Thanks. You too.
She's got an owl on her jacket. I don't trust it. Go ahead and open this one for other people too while you got the spoon and the capabilities of it. Oh, who's coming out? Who's coming? Oh, Moses.
Hey, Max.
Moses,
Yasmin's waiting for you.
Are you okay? I've been...
Can it wait? I'm like a husk right now. I need a minute.
Yeah, sure. Meet me in the Fab Cafe. Grab a hot chocolate.
No. No. Think. Come here, Cord.
And I'll find you when I'm done.
I can do that.
This is not the cord I usually use to charge these. I was gonna just take a break for a second anyways and get a drink and whatever. But
I am telling you to do your job. You're a parent, Chief Banks. Surely you... Of course. Yes? Please, anything you learn. Yes. Goodbye. That was the Lakeport Police Chief. Overconfident and underqualified.
yeah, I just saw their guys waiting for an elevator for the past 30 minutes. I gotta be honest, I don't think he pushed the button.
Sounds like the cops aren't being very helpful. Can't say I'm surprised.
Yes. Well, they're the only thing at my disposal.
Except for Max and Moses, apparently. I think she went off on Moses.
Let me ask you something. Be honest with me. Safi and I weren't always so close. Things used to be difficult. Did she tell you that?
Family is like that.
No, but family is
I mean, I
always
guess, yeah, she said the
complicated,
stuff about
isn't
her
it?
shoes.
Who has a perfect
And whatever.
relationship with their mom?
Well, not Safi. Not always.
So, what's your question?
She just wants company. She doesn't really have a question.
Despite everything they have found, the police have still not ruled out
She
suicide
didn't have a
as the cause
gun.
of death.
Well, I don't know, actually. She might have.
Maxine, you and Safia were friends. She told you things she wouldn't tell me.
Unless they rejected her book deal.
Is there any reason to think she may have taken her own life?
No.
Safi would never have hurt herself or
It's
anybody else.
it's gonna be what it is. That's gonna
It's
be
not
the
who
end
she is.
resolution,
That's
whatever,
what I
or at
believe
least
as
what the
well.
police will rule it as by the time they're done with it.
Sometimes the
people closest to us are capable of hiding their own pain.
She was fine the last I saw her. She was excited about the future.
And that's how I will choose to remember her. Happy.
I also don't
and
think
hopeful.
she would have shot herself in the stomach. Once.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more.
You know, I would
You've done
think
enough, Maxine. Thank you.
you'd go for something fatal.
Oh,
Not something that's gonna.
before you
I mean,
go,
I guess
can
it
you search
wasn't.
your
I guess it was
closet for
fatal,
memorial
but
materials? Would you mind taking a look and choosing your favorite?
Sure.
why does she sound so muffled?
Pick one photo to capture Safi? That's a tough ask. Yasmin got to see Safi's early drafts. That's
No.
a rare privilege.
We slept the stars, we melted wax women. Icarus need not be mentioned. It's less about how close you get to the sun and more about the heat of consumption. I dream of mangled books, Frankenstein, Sphinx-like head of a woman on the body of a beast. On the first page, she leaves home. In the unprintable epilogue, she returns to the ground. Mom, take a look if you get the chance. No rush, just messing around and trying to get a fix on my feelings. Let me know what you think. Love you. I'm trying to see if there's anything in her writing that suggests she might have suicided.
No, it's an important. From what I've heard about Krampus, this must have been
Krampus
taken
on
at the
campus.
beginning of the night.
He doesn't shoot people, does he?
We should set a time to do more thorough preparations as well.
Yasmin was so proud of Safi.
That's a cool award.
Signed Yasmin. I had no idea she painted. It's not terrible, but it's a good thing she kept her day job.
It's not terrible, but you know, it's a good day. It's a good thing that she's a president of a prestigious college.
Safi loved lazy Sunday afternoons. Safi knew how to be serious when she needed to, but she was just such a dork. Whenever she spoke, you just couldn't help but want to listen.
I feel like that one should be the best one, but I like that one. I don't know if people like being remembered like that though, but you know, I mean, look at her.
Safi was more than just a poet. I want people to remember that. Well, I did the best I could.
Speak to Mogus.
Guess I should go
Mogus.
find
Speak
Moses.
to Moses in the Fab.
Damn, Yasmin.
Yale.
And I barely
4
finished
times.
my GED.
Well, Max, your high school was destroyed by a tornado. A time-nado that wiped out half of your town. 3/4 of your town? It was probably closer to 7/8. No sound detector. It literally was transferring.
I should talk to Moses. He's waiting for me in the fab.
Moses. I want to talk to you about hot chocolate. There's probably more pressing matters, actually.
Even waiting for Yasmin is a luxury experience.
It goes with everything else in this cup. Okay, it does not go with those. Never mind. We had an alarm. No. Because I have my old phone. I think it is. I think it's plugged in right now. I was charging it for something else. So my alarm, I have like 27 alarms set on that thing because I could never wake up. I mean, I still can't, but that's why I'm not asleep right now. You want to see what time my PlayStation says it is? Jesus Christ. What was that?
I wonder if Moses has gotten his hot chocolate yet.
That was GTA. I thought it was Leatherface in Dead by Daylight. Is he in Dead by Daylight? He might be. He might have been one of the first horror people to do it.
I told you, don't contact me on this phone. And texts only, no calls.
This sounds interesting.
Well, I'm sure the police know that already, even if... I understand that, but did they find anything?
Interesting call. Loretta, jeez, scared the hell out of me. Did you need something?
She heard you eavesdropping.
Nah, I was just curious about Dr. Hunter's phone call. Seems I'm not the only one.
Wow. Caught in the act.
I mean, you were just kind of standing in the middle of the hallway.
Did you?
You could have just gone and sat down.
Sounds like a story I should hear.
Pulled your phone out, pretended to be scrolling.
Well,
I
since
mean,
you're not busy, maybe you could help me out, you know? One snoop to another.
I'm not,
Just hold on. Let me relocate.
What can I do for you?
You could give me a quick soundbite for my podcast.
ooh. Is that good?
I guess that's fine. What do you need?
Just for background, you were close friends with Safi Llewellyn Fayed.
Oh.
I don't want to do this.
Yeah, we were friends.
Is it true she used school resources for personal purposes and that her mother turned a blind eye?
I'm not gonna help you smear Safi.
If you're not into it, I'll just go interview Dr. Hunter instead. I'm sure we'd have a lot to talk about.
Man. I do not like her.
You're bluffing. You were trying to listen in too. You said so yourself.
Idiot.
Oh, shit.
Hi, Professor. I just thought you might want to know that Miss Caulfield's been listening to your calls.
Loretta, I don't know how you have time to be a snitch when you still owe me revisions. Beat it. What a little shit.
I wasn't going to say it, but I
She's
was
not a
thinking it.
liar. Anything you want to tell me, Max?
I'm investigating the murder. That sounds suspicious. Does she know something? It seems kind of like she knows something. But the phone call also could have been someone suggesting to her that it was a suicide. And she could have, because she said she was her mentor, so she could have been like, no, see, there's no way.
I wanted to check on you. You seemed so upset in the library earlier.
That's...
Max, I don't like to be pitied.
There's a difference between
And I
pity
like
and...
fake pity even less.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. You know, I really thought we were cool. Just stay out of my way.
Fantastic. Anything else want to go wrong today? I might as well pack it all in at once.
I don't know. We can go smash that girl's laptop. I'd be fine with that.
Gwen did just tell me to stay out of her way. Does that mean she really is up to something?
I said she seemed upset, and she's like, yeah, in the library earlier, you seemed upset. I didn't think she was going to say that. I thought she was going to say right there when she was listening in on the phone call. Punch, punch. I'm trying to hit you with my stick like this is Silent Hill.
Poor Moses. He seemed so out of it. I don't even think he got his hot chocolate.
Man. Because they were definitely better friends. She's been Safi was
I don't even know where to
Safi was
start.
friends with Moses longer. I think that's the vibe I'm getting.
Hey, I'm sorry I didn't return your texts or call you. I should have.
I feel really bad about that
I get
dialogue
why
with
you didn't.
Hunter, Dr. Hunter, whatever.
Really.
I should have said I'm investigating the murder.
I'm sorry too. Probably should have given you some space.
Listen, the last few days have been hell. But we're both here now. And we're going to get through.
I keep replaying it in my head. Could we have done something? Gotten there sooner or called her when she didn't come back?
Yeah.
Why didn't one of us go with her, Max? Why did we let her walk off alone like that?
Because it would have left the other one alone.
Don't torture yourself. We can't change any of it.
What if I can't do this, Max?
You can't. Neither of us can.
You're not allowed to say that when you haven't been responding for 3 days.
But the next time you need me, I'll be there. I swear it.
I want to go talk to Yasmin about Dr. Hunter. Was that even her name, or was it Gwen Hunter? Is that even right? I don't know.
Safi weighs heavily on us today. In fact, my best-selling novel speaks to this precise moment. Safi
Stop trying to sell.
Sales don't lie. And being remembered for one's words is a kind of immortality. Grief is
So maybe make her remember for her words instead of your words.
Words are deathless. They endure. I want to honor Safi Llewellyn and pay tribute to her unique voice. Hence why we're holding class on the quad today.
Is that Lucas?
Comanero, head of the lit department. God, what a pretentious creep. Safi hated
I can
us.
see that. He's wasting air.
I don't give a shit what Lucas does.
He kind of is.
It just bugs me seeing him up there, basking in everybody's sadness.
Trying to sell his book.
Safi never found the audience that so few of us enjoy. It's up to us to keep her fire burning.
Tell me that shutting him up won't make me feel better.
It won't. But I wouldn't blame you for trying it anyway. I'll find you later. I can't watch this.
Just use a snowball. Just start pelting him. He will probably decide not to have class out on the quad today.
Under my skin. I could try to shut him up, or I could just stay out of it and go keep Moses company.
I don't know. The staff already seems to not like me now, so it's not like I can make them hate me more.
Jeez, Lucas. Your class must be freezing. Maybe I should rub the toe for luck. Mine's
How do you
been
get up there?
pretty shitty lately. Jeez. What a dick.
She's gotta have an issue about teachers.
Found in the Journal Prescribed Fire, Volume 79. Max, good to see you.
You've made this about you.
Who knew you were so self-centered? Dick move.
Paying tribute to my colleague?
Paying
Seems like
tribute to
you're paying
yourself.
tribute to Lucas Colmenero.
You were close with Safi too, weren't you?
Two.
Anything you'd like to say?
You know, if it stops him from talking.
Yeah, I think I could share a thing or two. I knew Safi well. And
She would have hated this, probably seems very right.
this would have been a total nightmare for her. The self-seriousness of it all would have made her skin crawl. She would have stood there and made the dumbest faces you've ever seen. Just to get me to laugh. The fact that she isn't here right now to fuck with us? It's not fair.
And he's gonna go straight back to preaching.
Enough of this. I should see how Moses is doing.
I'd like to open this up to anyone else who wants to see.
Extra security. So why don't I feel any safer?
You should punch him in the face and say, I thought you were supposed to be protecting. That doesn't make sense. You should throw a pebble at. I'm just making Max the worst person. She's going through a tough time, okay? It's the only excuse you get. God, that's horrible. Don't listen to my advice.
I wonder who she was.
We already went over this. We found out she was an author, writer, friend, daughter, possibly a sister, definitely a granddaughter.
How do I get what you two have?
Well, I think you need to start by me made of stone. Or whatever that even is. Oh. Hey Moses, you didn't see that, did you? I don't think you can see that. It's right there. You can probably see it fine.
So, did it make you feel better? Shutting him up?
You just went right back to talking.
Honestly, kinda. In a stomping on your Barbies while pretending to be Godzilla kind of way.
You know that's not a universal childhood experience, right?
Well, maybe it should be. Hey, I have a question about Safi.
Okay.
Is this bench special?
How did you guys meet anyway? I never asked.
It's not much of a story. I came to Caledon late, mid-year.
Caledon? I've been saying Calden. Or Kilden.
I think she saw it as a chore.
Doesn't Yasmin have a VIN for that?
Exactly. But then she saw this bracelet I got in Kyoto. A little cherry blossom.
I've always liked that bracelet.
She just finished a poem called Hanami. It means watching blossoms in Japanese. I haven't thought about that in a while.
Is this bench special?
What's the deal with this bench? She used to sit here all the time.
Oh yeah. Guess we did, huh? This was our lunch bench when we were both teaching summer school. For someone so chatty, she really
The reflection in his glasses are so cool.
Hey Max.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use present tense for just a little longer. I'm not ready for Safi to be a was yet.
Fair enough.
I'm with you, Moses. Go ahead and stay present tense as long as you want.
Just a little longer.
Okay. I think I might need a little alone time.
Probably just as well. I gotta get over to the observatory anyway.
You'll text if you need anything?
Yeah. Promise.
It's really crazy she still hasn't gotten her power yet.
Yeah?
She didn't say yeah. Oh god, it's happening right now. I had to say something, didn't I?
No. You want to go in aggressive with the red deck. Hit hard and don't let up. Move more tactical.
Moses?
That's it.
It's not rock, paper, scissors. Any colored jack can beat any other with the right cards. Yeah. And
She's not dead there.
Later.
What the hell was that?
My controller's vibrating like crazy.
That other Moses. How do I bring him back?
Hold on. I understand that. I understand what you want, but
How do I bring him back?
I come in peace.
Declare your allegiance.
Diamond.
Seriously? Conscientious objector.
That's what they all say.
Oh, that's the snowball fort.
Just want to get out of nowhere. That's it.
Snowballs down. Let the observer pass.
What is going on?
Man, the bone gloves look so cool with this.
Better keep following Moses until I figure it out.
So they are the two different realities.
Other, not something to include in the Caledon brochure.
The Rip Rock.
Decorations? But all the holiday stuff was postponed until next week.
Not in a world where Safi's not dead.
I fell in love with.
What? This is insane. Moses. Why do I keep looking at everything that gives me a prompt to? He was just freaking out at a bench. Wait, we can walk through him? Wow. It's a great way to follow someone. God, do they have the same walking animation? What's his phone say?
Gotta keep following that other Moses.
I'm literally right on him. I could not be closer to him. He smells a lot less depressed in this universe. I can tell it's really trying to push you to question if it's a rewind coming back. Good, I meant to say that earlier.
Your final's in 5 minutes.
I'm not the one taking it. It's time for our Coco.
Sophie?
You're hopeless. These poor kids pay tuition.
Hey, I have a 5-star rating on teacher.
That's definitely her.
I can't believe Max would stand me up. You were supposed to have lunch at the Turtle.
This is happening.
Is Max
This is
dead?
real.
In that in their universe?
Probably afraid you'll charge the whole thing to the card.
Oh my god, dude. Go.
That really was Sophie. I think I have to get to her.
Parallel door. Find a way to talk to Safi. Where'd she go? Safi? Safi, I lost you. I mean, not there are definitely worse ways that I could have lost you. But this time, it's just your location. Get out of here, officer. You're not needed.
Max, if you're not here, then I'm going to tell Moses that you don't want to see.
If she could just hear me like I can hear her.
Talk to her.
Will you give me a break? I haven't done this supernatural bullshit since high school. It's not like riding a bike.
It is not like riding a bike. Both hands.
Fuck it. I got pizza rolls in my office.
Open the door. What if we find one was enough? Now we should have stayed blind.
Jeez. There you are. Thought I was gonna freeze to death.
That's really good. That was a really good way to do it. There's going to be one more scene with one more big choice. That's how these games go. Okay. Okay, that was it. 59% let Chloe live. Chloe is grateful to be alive, but the past still haunts you. I chose the lesser one. I didn't like that choice. Amanda is disappointed, but happy to pursue a friendship with you. Finish Loretta's interview or call her bluff. Call her bluff. 78%. People just didn't like her. Loretta feels vindictive that you called her bluff. I feel hatred that she exists. Abandoned spaces. Max likes empty spaces for the potential. Bowling alley plushie. Max did not steal a plushie. Safi's pickup line's the only one that succeeds. Chloe relationship. Max and Chloe were high school sweethearts. Art pranks. Max flipped all the paintings in the snapping turtle. Max chose the actually vodka mug. 22%. Nerdy and dirty. Rooftop moments on reflection. Max reflected on the observatory of the rooftop. Bottle cap game. Max won the bottle cap game. 18%. Only 18% won and let her keep her secret. Photo wall. Max left her photo wall as it was. Max added Arcadia Bay pictures to her photo wall. What? They didn't tell you that was an option. Coffee shop moment of reflection. 51%. That's a pretty close one. Moses hot chocolate. Max didn't bring Moses his hot chocolate. Man. 92%. That's definitely the highest one I've seen so far. 91%? That's crazy with a 3. Max didn't find the puzzle box. Max didn't solve the first layer of the puzzle. Choosing selfie memorial photo. Max chose the playful photo. Speak at Safi memorial. 44% didn't engage. 9% declined to speak. Okay. Well, that is officially where I'm calling it. So, God, that was a long stream. I mean, it's not long, longer for me, but for everyone that's here, thank you so much for the likes. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the likes, following, being here, experiencing this with me. I'll be back with chapter 2 at some point. I don't know. This game's really good. It's not as strong as the first one yet, I don't think. It's still good. It's probably I don't know, I really like True Colors, but it feels closer in line to that one. Which I haven't, Life is Strange 2 is the only one I haven't played, and I plan on playing that fully on stream after I beat Chapter 2 of this one now, because there's like, what, 2 weeks, a week until the full game of this comes out, so I'll try to knock it out in between that, and we'll see what happens. But that's what we're going to call this video for now, so thank you all so much for watching Chapter 1 of Life is Strange Double Exposure. I'm really interested in where the story's going to go. It's weird. I'm trying to remember if True Colors... I don't know how I whistled like that. I'm trying to remember if True Colors gave you her powers at the end of it, or if you got it a little earlier into it. I think it did, because I think that was her brother, I think. I'm pretty sure that was her name. His death was like right at the end of it. It was the end of Chapter 1, and that's when she kind of like freaked out and her powers snapped in, kind of. But the first game, it was like within the first 30 minutes. And it was also, I mean, it made sense because then you had to, you know, learn to use it with choices and stuff. They haven't really done powers since then that you've had to do anything with choices with, like that have affected your choices as much as their rewind did. And I'm really curious if that's going to make a return in this game. I'm not expecting it in any way, but the fact that she has a comment of, my rewind hasn't worked in years every time you press the button, and then the button to use her double exposure ability, which is what I'm going to call it right now, is not that button. It's a different button. So I'm wondering if that button's obviously going to be for something. And that would be pretty cool. Mainly for just little choices and stuff. Because I just make a lot of decisions I regret immediately. Like that one with the teacher that was probably involved with Safi's death in some way. Death. Involved in Safi's death in some way, or whatever. She might have been trying to advocate for not being a suicide. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we're calling it. So thank you all so much for watching the video. If you liked it, my socials are down in the description. You can follow those for updates, live notification, join the Discord. I'm trying to get that growing, grow my community a little bit. Also do the YouTube things. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. You can dislike the video if you want, because it's your life, and I do this entirely for fun. I really do hope you all enjoy. Stay safe. Peace off, YOGAMERs. Boom.